All right, let's make sure things are okay with the audio and everything. I'll tell you what, yesterday was interesting. This weekend was really interesting, and even going to today, it's pretty interesting. So bring up the audio for the Let It Burn channel. I think we're good. Okay. Sorry, things are just all over the place. I didn't post anything yesterday, which I was going to, but I just didn't post anything. Man, all the memes from last night. Yeah, I know. I know. Oscars was pretty interesting. SHIB is pumping. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I want to make sure this is fully updated. It is fully updated. SHIB is definitely making a move. It was all the way up to that 27 level before, coming back. But yes, you were right. SHIB is definitely pumping. I don't know how the live stream did yesterday or this weekend because I cut it off before, starting here, and I don't know exactly how it did. So usually I check it out, but I haven't done that. So just taking some time to look at some things this morning. We already read that thing from Satoshi. I haven't. I haven't. Again, I was completely out of it yesterday. I didn't post anything on Twitter, on YouTube, anything, anywhere. So I'm just starting to really catch up, this morning on some things, and I know that some positions that I have were running. I was getting some updates on things, but I wasn't really, you know, directly involved with a lot of things, crypto related this weekend. There are a lot of times where I am, but this weekend I was not. All right, so we got 38 people here, guys. Make sure you hit the like button. It was great. You deserve a break too. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. I didn't feel good because typically I feel great when I can provide some sort of effort, work related effort, and it doesn't even have to be that much work. I like to work, so I feel kind of horrible, like sick to my stomach when I don't do it. But the kids obviously made it better. Monthly close, you should be the same price range. Then for sure, first week or second week of April, we should see one more pump. Hey Matthew, how are you doing this morning? Big ups from Florida. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. Um, I just hope that we see a lot of movement in the markets, a lot of positive movements in the market. And I talked about a bull run happening or some sort of bull run happening this weekend on Saturday, and I'm glad that things really started to play out that way. Creating that video, I know it kind of, I don't really like to do like prediction videos or prediction videos for the day or for the next day or for even a weekend because it's very tough to accurately predict what's going to happen. Previous predictions have gone south because of the fact that the markets have been pulled down by a lot of negativity in the world, and the fact that things did play out that way, I feel really good about that prediction. He posted kind of against outside burns, but maybe misinterpreted. No, I know that certain people within the dev team and that lead the I don't know functionality for the coin. There's a lot of people that don't like burns, don't want burns. They just want to move forward with the ecosystem, and Satoshi may be one of them. Like I don't know, but I know that SHIB Queenie has come out and said this that some people do not support Burns. She's one of the people that does support Burns, but other people within that dev group or different breeds don't really support Burns as much. So I didn't read it. I'll have to read it. How long is the read? Is it like maybe 10-minute, 30-minute read, something? I don't know how long the read is. Um, CRO looking real nice. Wish I had more packing my bags, but it's okay. Yeah, that's always the case. Is you always have to always want more. You always want more than what you have. And yeah, I want more. I wanted it to hold off a little bit at at the levels of like 30 or 40 before we can see this run up to like 49 or 50, right? Good morning, Matt. Big ups from the UK. Good to see you, brother. Thank you for being here. Thank you for saying kind words. I appreciate everybody and their kind words. Have you heard anything about the Amazon split that's coming? I have. The only thing I've heard is the bare minimum details that they are doing the split. I mean, I don't know as to when. I don't know a lot of the details. All I know is that I've heard there is a split, which is interesting. And they should. I mean, at the price that it's at, they really should. Uh, Hoping to sell peak, um, some peak for some dip. Yeah, I mean that could be possible as well. CRO and SHIB, two of my biggest holdings. Yeah, both of them are running for me. My crypto.com portfolio went from being at 11,000 to I mean I did add another like 2,000 into there or something. But it went from like 11,000 to like 15 or 16,000. So we're seeing some definite increases here. I did want to, because I have 4,000 that's sitting in um, that's staked for the card, which I'm getting my Jade Green card soon, whenever it does come. But then I also have another like 5,000 plus dollars in CRO that I wanted to stake over in the DeFi wallet. I'm not sure if I haven't ever staked anything in the DeFi wallet, so I don't know if there are any fees that are associated with it. I think there's no transfer fees from crypto.com to the DeFi wallet, from what I'm understanding. Um, but yeah, let me open up my screen so you guys can see some stuff. Well, that's not the screen that I wanted. You guys can see me. Let me change this. Well, you see me twice. Well, technically 3 times. Yeah, so there we go. Wish I had a chat highlight, because I know you can highlight chats somehow. I got to figure out how to use that. I'll figure out how to use that after I'm done today. Let's see. Hopefully not another false break. I mean, we've been slowly making our way up, right? For Shiba Inu, and you look at the like 3,500 level that we got to very, very quickly. That was more of just a large jump in one instance, and I expected to see some sort of a pullback. So yes, I hope it's not a false break, but I don't think this is, because it looks like a lot of things are running, as well as, looking at Bitcoin breaking over that 45K hump. And that's really what I wanted to see. And that's what I talked about. Once it breaks over that 45K hump, you're going to see a lot of other things start to run. And you could see Ethereum, get up to this level of 3,300. You could see BNB make some moves up. Cardano make some moves up, right? You see Shiba Inu up at the level of 26, almost 27, surpassing that 25 mark that it's been resisting from the whole entire week last week, or I guess the end of last week. So, I mean, I'm very bullish on the activity today. DeFi is free transfer. Thank you for letting me know that. I need to get in on that. I love your channel. You keep it real. Thank you for saying that. I tried to. I've noticed more YouTubers are talking about burns after you called some out. Yeah, I mean that's what we need to talk about. Is if we care about Shiba Inu, it's not just about giving out the information, right? There's people that are talking about burns, but they're still not doing anything. But they may support it, and they may say, "Oh, this is amazing what this group is doing. What this game is doing, this organization, this business, whatever." But they're still not doing anything, right? They're still not supporting any of those. They could take on some of those as a sponsorship, or they can talk about some of those and say this is a realistic way of burning off all the coins, but they're not. So it's, even though they're talking about burns, it's still not helping. It's information. Great information that you can get from multiple places, or the place that actually burned it, right? However, when you look at the people that are doing all of this or saying all this information, they could take action and just burn something. But whatever. Am I still in AMC? Yes, I'm still in AMC. I also bought. I have. Can't remember if I have. I have 125 over in my Fidelity wallet that I recently bought 50 more at a level of 19 cents, or not. It's not 19 cents. $19, and I still have 908 over in Webull, which I haven't brought up Webull at all. I don't even know how the stock market's doing. So let's see. AMC is currently at just under 21. Did it get to any highs here? Did it get to it? It broke over. No, it resisted away from 21 in the pre-market. Let's see if we can see some consistent growth here with AMC and GME. GME getting up to 150. That's amazing. I believe it did almost touch 160 on Friday. Am I wrong by saying that? Getting up to a level of 158. Um, and yeah, got about to that level again in the pre-market. So yes, I'm still holding AMC. Still waiting for different positions to play out on the stock market, but it's just not something that I'm heavily reviewing. One, because I'm actually not getting a ton of traction on the AMC videos, and I usually want to gravitate towards things that people want to see. So if people are watching some type of videos, then I'll continue to do those type of videos and review that investment that I do have. Whether it's ApeCoin or whether it's CRO or Shiba Inu or Krillcoin, all of those. Let me actually check my portfolio. I haven't checked it for a while. So we are at about $27,868. You can see that Krillcoin is back down to $1. That's good in my opinion. Gitcoin is making its way back up to $8. Compound back up to 128. Love seeing that. Litecoin up to 130. Let's see if Quant is up to 150. That's really good. ApeCoin's back up to 15. I think it got higher than that. If I check over here. So let's go ahead and maybe I can. Oh, there it is. Yeah, ApeCoin is up to I say 150. I meant $15. So the highest point was $15.50, or almost $15.50. That's really good. I expected to see some sort of push with this, and I had a video that some people would think was FUD for ApeCoin, and it's not. I was telling you what was wrong with the launch. It could have went so much smoother, if they would have not allowed people to sell majority of those or all of those coins that they had from the NFTs. Right, there were people that literally sold right from the start, and there were people that sold when it got to 17. Right, the people that held on to it, yes, they're doing a good job, because this could obviously increase a hell of a lot more, and then they'll end up selling again, or they'll sell. But some people sold in the beginning, bought back in at the low, and then they had more coins with less money that they put in. Does that make sense? I'd like to grab a bit more of Ape at some point. Yeah, I think I'm good with Ape. I have 50, and I'm okay with it, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I did buy more Shiba Inu, which I hold that over in my my Coinbase Pro as well, which should be somewhere around $300 or $400 worth, because it did increase in value. So I currently hold 15.2 over here. 15.2 million, and I hold 202 million, maybe a little bit more than that, because I'm gaining APY over there. It should be like 202.5. How are the memberships doing? We need to get more people to become members. You're right. I haven't checked the memberships, not yet. Maybe I should check them. I was gonna do an update later today on the Let It Burn channel. Let's see. All I know is the Oscars. I mean, I'm still kind of thrown back by what, I don't know if anybody watched it, and I posted something on Twitter about it. I'm still like thrown back a little bit as to why Will Smith did that. I understand, you maybe can't take a joke, but they're jokes. I mean, that's the problem, I think, in today's world. I mean, jokes used to be a lot worse back then. And now jokes are not, I mean, it's bad, but it's not bad. You know what I mean? It's a joke. But I don't know if everybody's seen it. It was pretty interesting. Let me go ahead and where's the data at? Bring this studio up. All right, so we'll look at the memberships really quick to see how many members we have. Go to monetization. This is the Let It Burn channel. If you're not familiar with what this channel is, we burn off Shiba Inu. We're currently at 287 members at $550 per month. So the last 28 days it'll be $550. It'll be a rolling $550 every single month without having to upload any videos. So obviously, if we have more members, it means more revenue is burned. um, and it's definitely a great sight to see that people are becoming members and joining the community, joining in on the fun of burning off Shiba Inu coins. You know what I mean? So yes, we will be continuously creating videos, but that's where we stand for the amount of revenue there. The last 28 days we're at $4,012. If we look at March, I think we should be hovering around, yeah, we should be hovering around 2,860. I know Saturday and Sunday have not, we're not high on views because, I just left the live up and you get about 4,400 views or 4,600 views. So you're probably looking at lesser percentage. You're probably looking at, yeah, you can see Saturday was $65 and Sunday is probably going to be somewhere around $50. But either way, you're still finding a way to get back up to some of these levels. Hopefully today can be a really strong day and we can break the level that we were at last month, which I think we already broke it because last month was 2,840. So if I go to, yeah, 2,840. So we already broke those levels from last month. So I'm happy with that. But yeah, that's where the channel actually stands for the Let It Burn channel. We're almost at 13,000 subscribers on this channel. And we're just trying to do as much as we possibly can for the Shiba Inu community. So definitely go ahead and check that out. Subscribe to the channel if you guys aren't subscribed. And hopefully do some big things. I also posted another article about the burns on Twitter if you guys want to go check that out, as well as the whole Chris Rock and Will Smith situation. And there's an unedited version in there as well, which I can bring up if you guys want. If you didn't see what happened, I can always bring it up. Just let me know. I don't know if it'll be like copyright claimed. I hope not, but I can bring it up because it just throws me back. Like he did take that hit like a champ. Like I was first, I was like, all right, this is a joke. But then when he stepped back and he was like, whoa, like, and they cut the audio, I was like, okay, so it's real, you know. I just don't understand why you would get like that upset about it. Wonder if someone made a meme, SHIB slapping Doge. Will Smith hit Chris Rock. Yes, he did. Made a half joke about Jada. Will laughed, and then Will walked up to Chris on stage and slapped him. Yeah. Another decent burn today. There's supposed to be another decent burn today. I didn't see if something went through. Slapped him hard? Yes, slapped him pretty freaking hard. To where if the person slapping you um has to brace themselves with like, any type of footing, I feel like it's a hard slap. And Shiba Burn coin gonna start movement. Bought 5 billion because you were attached to the coin. Yeah, I mean, I'm 5 billion is what, like uh like $5, $10, something like that. 15, 20? I'm not sure. Um but yeah, I think it's going to move. It's going to take its time, right? It's not about just the movement of Shiba burn coin. It's about contributing to what the burns can be in the long term, right? You contribute what you want to contribute to Shiba burn, and obviously as people start to make these moves in there and start to move things around, either buy or sell or whatever, you're going to see some more and more movement. I don't know where they're at right now. So if we want to check exactly where they are, last time I checked, I think they were at like 490 maybe. So if we go and check their Ether scan, you're gonna see they're at 493. So what's crazy is this is literally 100 more holders since I started talking about it, and I love what they're doing. I love the things that they're putting forth with all the burns and everything. Obviously, we want to see some more consistent movement, but the more people that get involved in the project, the better the burns end up being. So I know it's something that's taken its time, and I wish it wouldn't. I wish it would, happen a lot faster, a lot sooner. But it's something that will take its time. It's not gonna happen overnight. I wish it would. And the only way that it can happen overnight is if a bunch of people believe in it as much as, we believe in it. I want to check where they are on Coin Market Cap to see how many people are, following. And let me go back to Coin Market Cap and just type in Shiba burn. So it's still, I believe, untracked, but you have 3,049 watch list. It's on 3,049 watch lists. So that's really good. We want to see that number increase. We want to see this get on multiple exchanges. The issue is that it's still only on Uniswap, right? It's very difficult for people to get to that. They want to have a certain exchange that um, they can buy it on, and if people can buy it on a LBank or a Bitmart or Gate.io or a Coinbase or something like that, it would be great. But it costs money to get to those places. That's the thing. And when you're starting out with a coin, you have to take the time. I mean, if people believe in it enough to where thousands of people are buying it right from the start, then yes, you can make those moves into other platforms, right? So I'm sure they have their eyes set on getting onto exchanges. Yeah. I'm sure they have their eyes set to get onto some exchanges, but it's just tough. It takes money to get on there. Chris Rock didn't make very many jokes after that. Yeah, he didn't. I mean, that's probably, I'm surprised, and definitely I definitely like the way he composed himself, because um, if he wouldn't, if he would have like, flipped out on Will, then it would have been like, something crazy. I don't know. Jail time for the Fresh Prince. Apparently, Jada suffered from, yeah, I know, alopecia, and they had issues with her mental health as a result. Will shouldn't have reacted that way, but I get it. I get the way that he feels, but there have been worse jokes out there made by, worse comedians, by Chris Rock of all people. Like, come on. It's Chris Rock. He makes jokes all the time, right? He's a comedian. They're jokes. By that reaction, it shows how the world reacts to comedians today. Like, you understand that they're jokes, but people will take them as the most serious thing possible. Like, I mean, he started the joke by saying, "Look, Jada, I love you," um, and then comes out with that joke. But then you see Will Smith laugh, and I don't know what happened between the two. Maybe she was upset, and then Will looked at her, and then he was like, "Oh, okay, now I got to do something about it." And he walked up there and did that because he was laughing at the joke. I know he was laughing at the joke before, and then he was also smiling slash like little giggle with the Jada joke. So I don't know. I got 20 million SHIB. Is that good, Matt, or do I need more? It all depends on you. I mean, I think 20 million can be something that you find success with, but just understand the less you have, um, the more likely you are to probably sell at lower levels and then see everybody else gain at higher levels, right? Because for me, I sell portions at lower levels, but I won't sell all of it. And then I think what a lot of people do when they invest $100 into it and turn it into, let's say, $20,000, they're going to sell that, and that's great. You gained $20,000 out of it, or $19,900. However, there's so much room for more growth above that, and then you're going to hate yourself when it comes to the point to where now that $100 worth, or that 20 million that you sold is now worth about 10 million or 20 million, and you're going to be like, I could have had this much. Well, could have, should have, would have. You know what I mean? And I understand how people are probably like, oh, well, you know, I can hold forever. It's not about holding forever. It's about you accept some gains, you don't be greedy, and then you'll be comfortable with whatever you have left. If you have just 1 million left and let that run as you gain, you know, $20,000 and you're comfortable with that $20,000, then great. Take the $20,000 and put it into other investments that you believe in. However, that 1 million that you have left in there, you can run to higher levels, and whatever you want to accept it at from there is whatever you accept it at. I can tell you I will never sell all of my Shiba Inu unless they came out and said, no matter what people burn, like if they came out and said, we are minting new coins for all coins that are being burned or something like that. If they decided to say that, because technically it has a max supply of 1 quadrillion, but it doesn't have a limited supply to 1 quadrillion, if that makes sense. They can, from what I see on CoinMarketCap, there can be more that's minted, but I'm not 100% sure. It says max supply, but then it has, or it says total supply, but then max supply is obviously, you know, X'd out from what I did see. Let me see if I check that again. Let me eat my words really quick. Yeah, see, max supply has a dash. That may mean that more could be minted. Yeah. Or the data has not been submitted. So it could be something where they don't have all of it that's minted, or it's an unlimited supply, or the data wasn't submitted. So I'm not sure. Jada preyed on an 18-year-old dude. Celebs are privileged. Alec Baldwin killed someone and he's free. Will Smith assaults someone and no repercussion. Hollywood is a joke. um, well, it's an open hand slap, so it's not something that, I mean, it's still a slap, but I wouldn't, like, I don't understand that. I mean, at some points I'm thinking like it has to be staged. Dude, go back to bed. You talk too much. That means I wouldn't talk at all, and that the live stream wouldn't be on. You can definitely leave. I mean, I can help you out if you want. I can help you on the way out if that's what you want. Because the reason that people are on YouTube or are watching is because I'm talking. It's not because I'm just showing the information behind me. It's because I'm talking about something and talking to them as well. But you can definitely leave. I don't know why you subscribed to me. Am I subscribers only? Okay, maybe I'm not. Yeah, I'll just do subscribers only since you're not a subscriber. And if you are, then it's pointless why you're even saying anything. They need to pay Will Smith better. 75.5 SHIB. I want 100 million. I'm holding and staking for the long run. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. Which crypto to buy right now for a quick sale? For a quick sale, I'm not looking for any quick sales. But a lot of things are making some great moves. I still like Farmcoin at where it's at right now. I still like Compound at 128. That's really good. Krill coin back down to $1. Yeah, I will take that any day. I should probably buy more. And every time I'm always like, oh, you know what? I should buy more. And then I jump into another position. Like I'll jump into ApeCoin, or I'll put more money into Shiba, which is great. Um, but I could also put it back into Krill and have 6,000 or 7,000 or 10,000, right? Because I do believe in where Krill coin can go. In my opinion, I think it's something that's definitely undervalued. We have 201 people here, guys. Make sure you hit the like button. It does help out a lot. Institutions are pumping both markets right now. Nice little lawsuit for that slap. I haven't seen the stock market really pump too much. I guess AMC is moving, Prague is moving, GME is moving. Tesla's up 5%. It's up 5% in the pre-market. Holy cow! All right, well Tesla's making a move. I wish I would have gotten in at 700. because it was $700, and I was like, I should push for 600. If it goes to 600, I'll make a move. That'll be my investment into the stock market again. So I didn't see that, so I invested in AMC at a level of 15. I invested in AMC at a level of 19. So I currently have 125 shares of AMC over in Fidelity, and 908 shares of AMC in Webull. These shares have sat here for quite some time. Um, so yeah, keep talking. Slapped down by Matt. Smash the like button. Yes, yes. We're literally here to hear him talk. Yeah, that makes no sense whatsoever that he said that. Uh, yeah, don't let the door hit you. Thanks for your valuable information. I appreciate the kind words. Matt just pulled a will, I guess. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. What do you think about Ripple XRP? What I think about XRP, um, so for XRP, I think of it as a swing tradable position. I don't like it as a long-term position. Other people may think differently, and they may think that it's going to go absolutely to the moon and go crazy. I just look at it as a swing trade or even a day trade because it moves pretty frequently. It was staged. We all know this. Let's not give any attention. Let's stick to the bull run because Will is a distraction. I don't know about that. No, let's stop with the distractions, man. There's no like distractions. The only things that are distractions are institutions that decide to sell their positions or short positions. That's the only thing that's a distraction from any type of bull run, right? I think the whole Will situation. I don't know. I thought um, was not real until I heard the unedited version and saw Chris Rock's reaction afterwards. I didn't check on Twitter to see if Chris Rock said anything. He was like, yeah, I would have probably said something. Well, that just happened. Um, where do you see SHIB on Wednesday or Thursday? It would be nice if it drops a zero. I don't think it will drop a zero on Wednesday or Thursday. I think we will drop a zero by the end of the year, but I don't think that's going to happen that soon. If anything, we'll find a way to probably resist at a level of 3,000 before resisting at 3,500. If it's going to be more of a bull run or a continuation to this bull run, I guess, because we're seeing Bitcoin that's making some moves. Let's hope the whole week just looks positive. Still holding my 700 Tesla shares. You're still holding $700 Tesla shares, not 700 Tesla shares. You don't have 700 because that would be $700,000 worth of Tesla. How do you stake at 128%? I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking is what's helping SHIB go up. Yeah. Matt, will it be too late in June for CRO? That's when my bonus for work gets to me. Um, I don't know. That'll be tough because I definitely see it. I definitely see it hitting a dollar. Sometime soon, and or resisting away from a dollar sometime soon, and then obviously breaking that dollar point. But I see it hitting $2 by the end of the year. Some people think $3. So you could see a way higher point by that time frame. I'm hoping that it doesn't because I still want to make some moves into it. But then again, I'm also hoping that it does because I want to see the gains. You know what I mean? Because currently I have about $9,000 total invested into CRO, maybe 10,000, and it would be great to see that growth because if it does, 4x, then I'm seeing it grow at an exponential rate, right? And if it doesn't 4x, then obviously I have an opportunity to continue to buy more. I want to hold 40,000 so I can see that eventually 10x, and then I can turn that 40,000 into 400,000, right? And hopefully I didn't say that. Hopefully this all makes sense and that I'm not flipping numbers around. but I want to basically hold 40,000 to get the icy white card and then turn that 40,000 into 400,000 and only stake for the icy white card. So I would basically take the 40,000 and then take out the rest of it and put money elsewhere. Obviously, I would have to pay taxes on those gains because it would be short term. Ape finally overcome the $14. Yes. Crazy to think if we keep going up, there's going to be like 500 people here every morning. Yeah, I think that would be amazing if we could see 500 people here every morning talking about crypto, talking about stocks, talking about investments in general, and just getting to the fact that we can see massive gains with all the positions that we bought at these lows. And this is why I've been telling everybody. I mean, the lows are where it's at, right? People get so discouraged and they're always like, I don't want to invest at these lows. What if it goes lower? It's like, yeah, it always has a possibility to go lower, but the point is that you find a low point to where you believe it can surpass when it easily, hits that bull run, right? If I'm at a low point, let's say Krill Coin, right, and we've seen what it did get to at its low. Let's say I invest in at 70 cents or 75 cents, and people are like, oh, this can go a lot lower. Well, yeah, it definitely can, and it went down to 64 cents. Does that mean it can't surpass 75 cents? No, obviously it can. It passed 75 cents, went up to $1.80. People took some profits. They made some moves, right? You saw that it does increase well above that. And that's not even the strongest point above that. So what you could do is you invest at these lows again. Understand that it can get way past $1. I mean, it's all about buying the lows and understanding where the high points are and selling at the right time, right? You can't really time the market to literally a T. You can't really time the market right away, but you can figure out the best point to sell for you, if that makes sense. Let's see. Where were we? Will Smith could have made Chris. Will Smith could have made Chris look bad if he took to Twitter instead of slapping him in front of everyone. Yeah, I think Chris could have made Will look horrible because Chris Rock has like some jokes that he can say about anybody. But obviously was thrown back at the fact that somebody would go up there and just slap him like that, especially Will of all people. When would you take profits? I just see the money grow, but I don't know when to sell. I think I just keep it. Yeah, that's the issue is that most people don't know when to sell, right? Selling is it all depends on where you believe the position can go because movement is endless, right? Anything could happen. Krill coin could go to $100, and then people that sold at a level of $5 or $10, feel horrible, and they're like, oh, well, I sold at the wrong point. No, you made probably 5 times, 10 times profit. Yes, you didn't make 100 times profit, but you made 5 times profit or 10 times profit. It's still profit. Now, nobody can predict that it's going to go to a ridiculous level. There's always massive predictions. So just take whatever you feel is right, but sell portions. Don't sell all of it because you leave out, if you sell all of it, then there's no hope for gaining any of those 10-time returns on any of your shares, any of your coins. So I can't tell you exactly when to sell, but I can give you an understanding of like what I do in situations. So for like Harvest Finance, right? Harvest Finance, I have 30 that's set aside for long-term investing, and it's probably going to be somewhere around maybe 20, but 30 right now that's at long-term investing, 30 that's around short-term. So when I see larger moves, I can take that short-term investment, know that I only had the plan to turn it into something smaller than the larger like end goal, and I can take short-term profits and long-term profits. You need to know when to sell. What I typically do is I'll sell and then I'll put it right back into the market. So I'm not ever like I'm taking profits, but I'm adding those profits to other positions, if that makes sense. Let's see. What's up, buddy? How are you doing? Hong Kong, I'm so jelly about the annual capital gains. I just keep my coins and yes, and wait. Uh, does VVS have more potential to grow than CRO. Staking VVS right now, hoping. Um, so VVS for me is not, I don't think has more potential because CRO, I think the rates will stay the same, right? CRO is their, like their native coin, like that's their coin, the network's coin. It's never going to change. You may see an adjustment of percentages, but 12% that's over in the DeFi wallet will be really big, right? That will stay what it is and maybe adjust by a couple of percentages, but they will give you a lot of high percentage because like that's their coin. VVS Finance, the only reason that they have that high percentage is because the uh, it adjusts for the price, right? People that are holding VVS know that they add on coins. They added like a billion at one point, and when they added that, you saw the price drop by a hell of a lot. But people are still gaining like 60 or 50%, and that doesn't really help out when you see the price continue to drop because they keep adding coins. So I don't know. In my opinion, VVS Finance is not really the biggest. Did it hit 50 cents? Did crypto.com hit 50 cents? It was at 49.74. It resisted away from 50 cents. It's very close to it right now. Well, hurry up, Matt. It's at 50 cents. I know, I know. I'm still cool with it being at 50 cents and making these investments. Um, because I feel like the more that's burned off, which there's more that's burned off every day, which is crazy, the higher this price is going to go or the price ceiling will go. Some people are saying CRO will be close to B&B value, and it's and where it is now, but I just don't know. So yeah, that's all with the understanding that we can burn off coins, right? CRO currently has 25.26 billion CRO supply out there. However, um, what they're doing right now, they're burning at kind of an alarming rate. And the way that they burned 70 billion out of nowhere, I think they can do that again for, 10, 10 or 20 billion. And you could see 5 billion that's out there. And it might raise the price ceiling to a level of, 50 or $100. And then you see it go down to 1 billion and go into the hundreds of millions. And if you get into the hundreds of millions of, circulating supply, that's where you start realizing that, you know, 100 or 200 million dollar market cap shows a 100 or 200 price or 300 price or 400 price depending how long, or how much time goes by. So if you're holding right now, I think this is a perfect time to understand that within 5 years you could possibly see this at a massive level, right? And it's all speculation. There's a lot of people that think that this can get to $100. I've talked about this in a previous video, CRO to $100. What's the likelihood to that? I've talked about it in 2 videos without knowing about the massive burn rate. And how much is being burned off daily, even though it's not updating on CoinMarketCap for some reason. Um, and then, making a second video talking about that, I feel like it displays where my true feelings are. When do you see Krill going back to 2021 all-time highs? When do I see it? Well, when we see a bull run of the entire crypto market, I think right now seeing, Bitcoin making moves, typically what you see is, Bitcoin will make moves, Ethereum will make moves, and then altcoins will follow, and altcoins follow at an aggressive rate, right? To where they're increasing hundreds of percent while Bitcoin is really only increasing by 10 or 20%, right? Because it increases to 67,000. Bitcoin to 67,000 right now would be about what that would be like a 50% increase, right? Because it's currently at like 40 something. So it would be like a 50% increase while everything else is increasing by 100 or 200 or 1,000 or 10,000%. So I definitely see Krill making those moves back to all-time highs before the end of the year, in my opinion. However, I'm probably going to sell about 1,000 of these coins at the all-time high, around that 4,000, 4,500, or sorry, $4.50, which would get me 4,500, or around $5, which would get me my initial investment. So I would keep about 4,000 coins. Now, if I invest in more, I still will only sell, 1,000 of those coins at $5. But that's pretty much it. And then I'll make those moves from there. But if I have 10,000 coins, I'm going to sell 1,000 of them, possibly 2,000. I'm not 100% sure, because if I sell 2,000, that will get me 10,000, which could possibly be my initial investment, especially if I buy $5,000 more, right? So it's definitely tough because taxes are coming up very soon. I have to pay taxes, so that's a different story for me. No story all about how Will's life just flipped, turned upside down. It only took a minute. Chris just stood right there, and he took a fresh slap from the Prince of from the. It should have been Fresh Prince of Bel Air. He took a fresh slap from the Prince of Bel Air. That's funny. That's funny. It's really good. Did you take that from somewhere, or did you just come up with that? I got into crypto, very knowledgeable. Because of Matt, I got into crypto, very knowledgeable, and has helped me build a wonderful portfolio. I will continue to listen uh, to his input. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, I'm not trying to tell anybody where to invest into or how to invest their money. I really just want to give you an understanding of my strategies, and hopefully you guys can implement anything that I have here into your strategy. And sometimes things will work, sometimes things don't, but you have to learn from the things that don't work, and apply the correct method in the next situation, right? Especially with selling. I mean, selling is the hardest part of investing. And a lot of people will say, "Oh, trying to find the investment is the worst part." All of that. No, it's not. It's not trying to find the investment that's the worst part. It's actually selling the position, because people can make thousands of dollars but then don't know how to sell a dime and put it into other investments. Like for me, I sold what I gained in Harvest Finance, which was around 3,000 plus dollars ish, right? I think it might have been more. I can't remember, because the portfolio updates or the gains that they have in crypto.com are kind of horrible, or not crypto.com, Coinbase. But yeah, I've gained what I had in Harvest Finance and put that into other positions like a Crow coin, right? Took what I gained in Gitcoin and put that into OMG. So I'm giving myself more of an investing chance, or more of an ability to grow my portfolio. Even though it looks like it may stay the same for quite some time, I'm able to grow my portfolio. And the funny thing is, a lot of the money that I had in here, if you actually take all of my investments from other platforms, I moved money uh, from here and put it over into Gate.io, which is $1,500. It might even be more than that now. Right? I moved money uh from here over to crypto.com, where now I'm sitting around $15,000 worth. Right? I moved money from here over to what regular Coinbase and still have my $500 over there. So you're moving things around, even though this seems like it's staying the same. It's because deep down, I guess maybe I want it to stay the same, because I keep moving gains over to other investments, other opportunities, and then eventually they all blow up. And then I move those gains into other investments as well, or probably take a little bit of profit for myself. Some of these gains are actually, well, some of the potential gains is going to be money borrowed versus money spent, right? What do you think about Sandbox and Roblox? So I'm surprised that Roblox was at such a low point. I don't know what it's at now, but Sandbox, I know that's a metaverse play, right? And I I think I looked into it like once or twice, and I was very bullish on it. The only thing is that I believe there's only um, a certain amount of supply in there. So like 38% of the supply, which does bother me. Even though some people don't get bothered by it, I get bothered by it. I know it has a lot of potential to run, but you look at the fully diluted market cap and you're looking at a $10.9 billion market cap, which is over my average point. And I know it could be a potential, game changer and runner and all of that stuff, but I'm not a person that wants to get into a position for just a quick, you know, double, right? If I was looking for something to just double, I can go into so many other positions that can easily help me double and not have to worry about, um, this all collapsing from where it is at the peak point, right? So I like it. Don't get me wrong. I just haven't looked into it enough to where I I'm not one of those people that invests in at higher market caps over the 1 billion or 2 billion mark for most things. I could say um, Shiba Inu, I obviously invest in a high point. CRO, I obviously invest in a high point, but you look at all the other ones like Krill and Farmcoin and all of those, I'm investing in the millions of market cap because that's where I feel comfortable, with the gains. I'm scared the entire world revolves around me, and stocks have only been down because they're making sure I'm poor and stuck. And as soon as I sell everything to pay taxes, market soars. That's usually how it goes. It's not revolving around you. It revolves around the normal person. So a lot of times they run all of these trends based on normal activity in the markets, and you'll see institutions make these moves based on normal activity. When stocks or when income taxes come around to where people are getting paid in income tax, the stock markets are usually down. The fact that they were up, or the markets are usually down. The fact that they were up, I think last year, where you saw a lot of the running in January and February, was definitely interesting. While people had money, they were throwing money at the stock market, at the crypto market, everywhere that they could. But typically, when you see people that have money, the markets will pull down, which create scarcity, which most people, you would think, you have money, you would buy at some of these lows, but there's a lot of people that don't want to buy at some lows. They'll rather buy whenever the crypto market is starting to run or the stock market is starting to run, which I think is stupid. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You buy at the lows, you sell at the highs. If people don't understand that, I know mentally the way you're feeling, it doesn't feel good, because if I see the stock market come down and I'm like, it could easily come back down more, but then I have to, instill it in my brain that just because it's coming down doesn't mean that we couldn't see this run, we couldn't see this pick back up, right? So, and can it pick back up further than where the point is right now? Even if it does come back down, can it surpass the level that it's at now? And if it can easily surpass that level based on history or based on the future potential, then get into it, right? Don't hold back because you think, oh well, it's going to come back in the short term. Is it a short term play for you? No, then get into the play. If it's a long term play, why hold off and sit here and twiddle your thumbs or something? I don't know. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. So that's why with ApeCoin, I saw the opportunity and I was like, all right, well, it's at 13 right now. I wanted to invest at under 10. I can see the potential. I can see the hype. I can see where this can go with a bull run. And we end up I end up doing that. I end up buying into it with 25 coins, and then I see it at a little bit of a lower point, and I buy in another 25 coins. I don't invest everything that I wanted to invest, but you can always dollar cost average down. You know. Also, guys, try not to FOMO as the markets are going up right now. It will go down eventually. Just dollar cost average, save somewhat for when it goes back into a bear market. Matt, you misspelled energy on Twitter. I know. I can't go back and I know I misspelled it. Once I posted it, I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. Twitter didn't alert me that it was misspelled. So um, typically I would figure that out. And I would get a spell check like line underneath, but I didn't get that because it was too close to the link, I guess, that was there. I don't know. It was just weird. But yeah, I know I misspelled it. As soon as I posted it, I was like, I can't go back now. It's just a mistake. Good way to take profits as a newbie is get a Coinbase debit card, take profit, leave it in your debit card. I mean, I think that would be a good option. Would you ever personally borrow to flip and take risk, or would you cash out before taking a risk? So I have borrowed to. So I'm borrowing right now. Um, so I borrowed 1,500, and I'm gonna take that. Or no, this was it. 1,500 for compound to flip it into 4,500, and take the 1,500 that I had there and pay that off over there. I have 0% interest for a certain amount of time, so I'm not paying any interest on whatever I pay back. But I'm able to use that 1,500 in compound, $1,500 in compound, and turn that into something bigger once that does hit the 400 and 450 to $500 level, which it can easily get back to. So yes, I have borrowed, and I don't really trade on margin when it comes to um, stocks. I haven't done that. I've done it probably twice, um, but I don't do it often. But yes, I do borrow to take quick risks. Looking into buying land for Sandbox, it's like 3 Ethereum minimum. Yeah, that's expensive. That's really expensive. Makes sense when people are scared of the state of the world. They're in fight or flight, so they save money, not spend it. I understand, but I don't consider investing spending money. People will consider it. Like I look at it in my bank account, I'm like, that's not spending money. I do capture it as an expense because it comes out, but when I'm looking at it, I know that that money's sitting in there, and then I look at my investment accounts and see those growing, every week, every day, and that turns into something a lot bigger. And yes, my physical cash flow is weird, and it looks like it's you know lowish. But yeah, I'm totally like the way that I look at investing is not in it by an expense side. It just doesn't make sense for me to do it that way. But I understand what you mean. Most people will look at it as an expense, like, oh, I'm spending money here, but no, you're growing your money here. If you choose to save $1,000, like, oh, I'm going to put $1,000 here and gain 0.01% or whatever, and then within that month, Ethereum picks up, or whatever you were going to invest into picks up, and you could have turned that $1,000 within that month into 2,000, right? I feel like that's a decent sized gain that you missed out on. Yes, you would have to pay half the gain in taxes, or a little bit less than that, I guess, but you still missed out on a larger gain that you could eventually take that gain or some of that gain and put it back into more investing while keeping your 1,000 and putting it to wherever you wanted to put it. What's your take on meme Kong? Look good to me. So I don't know what that is. Never heard of it. Meme Kong. So currently at 17 cents, you see 200 million circulating supply is what it shows here. 200 million total supply. So if you're looking at the market cap, it's currently at 34 million, which is a low market cap. I'll be interested in that. Volume is down by 53% on a day to where things are actually making some moves. I don't like seeing that at all. This has increased in price, even though the market is down by 53%. It's available only on Uniswap. So you see $37,000 go through Uniswap. And yeah, I mean, it doesn't really have to move too much because there's only 200 million coins that are available, and the circulating supply might be actually less. But it shows that the circulating supply is at 200 million. I don't know. It doesn't have a lot of history. 860 people that are holding the position. You had 5,445 transfers. I don't know when this was created, so I'm going to take the contract address and go into, Token Sniffer and just bring that up because I always like to go into Token Sniffer. I understand if things are new. I don't know when it was created. That's what I really want to figure out is when it was created. So this was created February 2nd, 2022, 53 days ago. It is 65. That's really good on the this doesn't mean that it's 100% not like a rug pull or an issue here, but you have a lot of things that are more in the positive. Ownership has not renounced the contract. That's not a good thing. Lock tokens 42%. You do have the owner that holds less than 5% of the circulating supply. That's good. All holders hold less than 5%. That's really, really good. Let's see, 95%, at least 95% of liquidity burned or locked. You have 99.99% of it locked. That's good. But yeah, I mean, it looks like something that could have a potential to run. I just don't know the popularity of it. Because right now you're seeing a lot of popularity. It's surprising that you're seeing that much popularity with just being on Uniswap. So yeah, I think it has some potential. Definitely has some potential. You could look at it closer. I don't know. It's on 366 watch lists. So it is more in the beginning stages of things, but it is at a $34.1 million market cap for just being on Uniswap. That's pretty cool. So varying opinions, I guess. Yeah, see, I spelled energy wrong. I put the G over here when the G is supposed to be over there. But it's cool. It's cool. Sometimes typing is my strong suit. And by sometimes I mean all the time. Yeah, that was just crazy. I don't know. I get back to it every time with the Oscar situation. Do you think crypto will ever lose its volatility? Um, it could. I don't think it will anytime soon. I'll tell you that because it loses a lot of volatility. I guess when you make it more difficult to create coins, you're gonna have a ton of volatility. People that are moving things into lower name coins all the time. Um, and then also when you have more consistent use cases around it, I think you'll probably see less volatility. But right now you're seeing a lot of volatility, and it's not as much as it was before because Bitcoin used to go from 2,000 to 20,000, right? That's a huge difference, right? I understand that we have seen it go from 67,000 down to 30 or 28, but that's still not the same level of decrease that we've seen it go from 20,000 down to 2,000. Um, and go from like 100 up to 2000 up to 20,000 down to 2000. Like it's just not, that's not something you see nowadays. You don't see it as volatile. However, um, you do see a lot more volatility than you would see in the stock market because it is 24 hours. People can invest in it anytime they want to. They have so much liquidity. As long as there are a lot of coins out there, they have so much liquidity. Energy is a fun way of spelling injury. Yeah, I guess. Um, how do we have WhatsApp in here? Come on, man. Thank you, Fire King, for helping out with that. I don't know what's going on with WhatsApp, WhatsApp person that's subscribed. We have 267 people in here, guys. If you can hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. We also have 58 people over on the Let It Burn channel. I'm not really talking as much over there. Well, I am talking, but I'm not really actively reading all of the chats over there. So I appreciate you guys being here. Matt, did you already had a look into AMP? Seems like a high a high potential to me. What are your thoughts? So there's some popularity around AMP. The problem I had with sorry AMP after I looked into it more is the fact that you have so much supply that's out there. Yes, AMP is currently at 2 cents and does have potential. It's currently at a 1.1 billion dollar market cap, but that's the amount of supply out there and the amount of popularity within it don't really equal up to getting to higher and higher points. Yes, growing by a factor of just doubling or tripling, you could see something really big there within the future. I expected something a lot bigger. I ended up getting out with a just a double gain, I believe it was. I invested in at like four cents, and it went up to like eight. I think it was. I think that was the case. Yeah, I invested in at like 4 cents, and I think it was eight. It was somewhere around here. Was it here? No, no, no. I invested somewhere. Oh, I invested somewhere around here as it was going down because it was in the beginning of me, investing into the crypto market, which was actually, um, a little less than a year ago, right? I was invested a little bit before that, but really started to invest more and more into it a little under a year ago. But then you could see that this increased to a level of around 7 cents, and that's where I ended up selling. Because I bought in at like 4 cents and ended up getting more money back, which I put that money into other places. I just didn't see as much potential as other people saw, just because the amount of dilution that could take place is a lot more, 46%. And it just didn't show me enough popularity, enough volume to push that above and beyond, if that makes sense. How do you borrow money from Coinbase? So I don't borrow money from Coinbase. I borrow money from my bank and, put the money back, or I borrow money from other places, but not from Coinbase. I don't know if you can do that. No, thank you for that super chat though. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't think you can. Maybe other people have different experiences than I do. Too bad you can't ban WhatsApp. Do you think Tonic is worth buying? So Tectonic, in my opinion, it does have potential with the amount of hype behind it. However, the problem that I have with Tectonic, the only problem that I really have with Tectonic, is if you go into the contract and you go into the holders, the top, I don't even know how many wallets, the top 8 wallets hold such a high percentage. And I understand some of these are, you know, contract addresses there, right? But then you have like community fund that holds 17%. You have whatever this ecosystem development that holds 13%. Why so much percentage goes into all of these different um, accounts here? And they were physical wallets, so I'm glad that they cleared that up as to what they are. But it's still way too much. You're holding basically 67% of the position in all of these different things: community fund, ecosystem development, and reserve. I don't know what that's all about, but 67% of uh yeah, this is a staking pool. That's good to know. But 67% of the you know, volume, or not volume, supply is in the top 8 wallets. And it might even be a little bit more than that. So I got a little bit thrown off by that. Even though you do have all the names for it and broken down into what it is, it still doesn't make sense to me. I don't like it. But I know it can have some potential with volume. Just be careful what you're investing in. I know as crypto.com adds it to the website, it looks more and more legit. It's not something that's going to be pulled or rug pulled or anything, because they're adding this to their website as something that's stakeable within their network, and it makes sense. I just get weirded out by things like that. And I mean, if you look at the detail of Tectonic, I mean, you're seeing a a very high amount of supply, right? You have you know, millions, billions, trillions, 500 trillion in supply, um, which we don't know what the full circulating supply is, but you know, it still doesn't sit well with me, at least. There's people that are gaining quite a bit from it, and you could see how it is increasing by 2.9%. But for me, it's not my cup of tea, right? It may be different for you. It's not my cup of tea. You should definitely go live more often, bud. Thanks for your knowledge. Yeah, thank you for saying that. Thank you for your kind words. I wish I could go live more often. I just get more um well, you get more viewership from people that are viewing videos. I love going live and I love talking to you guys, but I can tell you that I get more viewership from a lot of the videos that I upload. And I get time to myself because I can upload the video, whatever I'm feeling, and then I can go and do whatever I want. Now, if the lives were supported more to where I had 5,000 people that were watching, I would do less videos and more lives, just because, you know, I can spend this 3 hours and get all the information across to you guys, to everybody, and you know, not have to worry about making, you know, what, 2 videos or 3 videos sometimes in a day, because this is my 9 to 5 now. So it's not something where I actually have a 9 to 5. This is my 9 to 5, you know. So it's definitely something that's a little bit different. And if, like I said, if we did see, you know, 1,000, 2,000, you know, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 viewers, concurrent viewers every day, yeah, I definitely would stay the course and stay live with you guys um, for multiple hours in the day and go into the stock market, go into day trading quite a bit. But it just all depends on the growth. So trying to give people what they want to see. If they like watching the regular videos more, then we will make more of the regular videos. There's a lot of people that do love the lives because it's very interactive. What do you think the next big narrative will be in 2022? The next big narrative, like crypto narrative, like what? I'm just trying to understand what you mean by narrative. As in what's going to be pushed, or um, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. Had to hit the like before I dropped this line. Hola, first letting you know I appreciate your transparency and teaching your knowledge. Uh, through your research. What's your opinion on SAFU protocol? Am I saying that right? SAFU protocol. That's something that's here, SAFU. Is this it? Currently at $155.39. It's up about 10.6%. Volume is down slight bit. You do see the total amount of supply out there. Max supply 3.2 billion. 3.2 billion, but you only see 368 in total supply. So does that mean that more can be added to the total supply as time goes on? And more can be added to the circulating supply as time goes on, more can be minted. Is that what we're dealing with here? Because that's a large difference. Because one, you say a total supply of 368, but then you have a supply here, self-reported circulating supply of 502,000. So it definitely shows ability for growth short term. However, long term shows an instance to where this can be something that completely collapses. Right, it's at $156, and seeing that from, I guess this is at more of a lowish point from where it was previously. If we look at over a month, we can see it at a lowish point here at $156, seeing it at a high of 222, or even this high of 333. If we go out, I want to look at maybe 1 year, because actually it's only been live for a month. This is very interesting. Very, very interesting. You're not going to have any market cap data. I wanted to see if anything was added as time goes on. So this is definitely interesting. It's very interesting because it is at a low point. You could see that large pullback that we did see from this high point of 333 down to the low levels of 119 or 120. But now you're seeing at a level of 150, which seems like it's more of a low point as well. I don't know what to think of this. I don't know what to think of this. As I go into here, there's 24,000 addresses that are holding it, 200,000 transfers. Let's go into the holders. You can see 15% is held by FirePit. PancakeSwap has liquidity pool. Let's see, 2.2% there, and then everything else is really low percentages as you go down, which is a good sign. Let's put this into Token Sniffer. Let's see what this is all about. So currently, the smell test is a 27 out of 100. So you got a high buy fee. It's more than 10%, which is understandable sometimes with what is it? Shiba burn token, you see more of a buy and sell fee of 13%. Ownership renounced. The ownership is not renounced. You can see all holders hold less than 5%. At least 95% of the liquidity is locked. Only 78% of the liquidity is locked. It's still a percentage that is locked, but you're looking at about 27 out of 100. That doesn't tell you everything. So I don't know. It's interesting, and it's too early to tell if you have any history to push that up, or if anything's being diluted as time goes on, because this is all self-reported, and all of this really doesn't make sense here, to me at least. So I would need some time to at least straighten this out to understand what's going on there, because I don't know if things are actually being diluted, and if you can actually dilute it a lot more after that. Can you add the membership link to the Let It Burn channel? Yes, I can do that. Thank you for letting me know. I always forget. I'm so hungry right now. Need like a bagel or something. I bought another waffle maker, one of the ones that turns over. I think those things are cool. Yeah, previous waffle maker we had, well, we still have it. I don't know, it just doesn't. And maybe it's because I'm not using fresh mix. Like I want to make my own mix and do something there, and I think I can, but in due time, in due time. Zach, you have to put BTC as collateral to borrow money from Coinbase. There you go. Meme coins are just pump and dumps, and that's all they are. That's not true. That's not true all the time. I mean, a lot of them can actually create something big. Like you look at Dogecoin, And I think obviously people look at Dogecoin now. Yes, there are a lot of people that still look at it as a meme coin, but people are accepting it as a form of payment, right? That doesn't really mean that it's a meme coin. If it has no use case, then it's just a meme, right? Shiba Inu is now creating this entire ecosystem to where the entire ecosystem now has utility behind it. People can accept Shiba Inu for payment as well, right? It's not just a meme if you can actually do all of that stuff. But there are coins that are just memes, but they can develop or grow into something more. So I don't know. Um, ANC. Are you talking about AMC? What's your plan on taking profits for CRO? So for CRO, I can tell you that once my staking period is up, this is the thing about CRO is that when you stake it for your 3 months, it's holding there. So you can think about taking profits at certain levels, but the problem is that you're not going to be able to pull out of that position if you're actually staking it. So when it actually comes free, you have to realize, is it going to be to something to where this continue has potential to grow from here? For me, um, I can tell you that as I grow more and more, I'm going to take the profits from my APY, but I'm probably not going to take the profits from the entire amount that I have in CRO because I respect the APY that I can gain, the percentage back, the passive income, more than just the growth of the position. So if I hold 40,000, yes, I will only stake 40,000. I will accept the passive income on that $40,000, which would be $4,000 per year, right? If I, whoa, hold up, you just stopped my train of thought. I have to step back. Um, uh, Now with the if it goes up to I have oh geez, you now like took my complete train of thought like just out of it because I now have to address this $49 super chat. Come on. Check out Banana Task Force 8 pre-sale coming soon, and utilities are already live on their website. Looks bullish. Banana Task Force Ape pre-sale? I mean, yeah, I'll have to check it out. That's a $50 super chat, guys. Thank you for sending that. I appreciate that. I see a bunch of videos created on it. One created 12 minutes ago. Another one created 2 days ago or 6 days ago. Banana Task Force Ape pre-sale, Mint NFT collection. So there's a couple of people that are making videos on that. Let's see if you have something on Twitter. So it looks like you have something on Twitter here with 1,387 followers. Banana Task Force Ape. I think it's just funny. But yeah, I'll have to check it out. I want to get more into NFTs, so this might be an opportunity. This might be a huge opportunity just to check it out. Welcome to Banana Task Force Ape. Is a collection of 10,000 Task Force apes with over 200 unique traits. What makes BTFA special is that NFT holders have a share stake in our company and revenue generated from uh, Blip Studios. The benefit of being a BTFA token member includes being whitelisted for future NFT mint collections, airdrops of Governor's Token Banana Index, uh, VIP access to tiered events, and guaranteed spots in future uh, IDOs. Interesting. NFTs will be purchased weekly at a market price by our governor's contract and then burned. So I guess you're creating a higher price ceiling for those NFTs remaining. Holders will have commercial ownership and digital rights and NFT acquired. Royalties in every transaction. OpenSea will support our floor. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Staking rewards earn up to 80% APY staking these tokens in our vault. 2% tax every transaction goes to the liquidity pool. 8% tax every transaction goes to marketing. Interesting. Yeah, maybe I'll have to I have to look into it more. I have to look into it a little bit more. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that a lot. This will stay up here. That's crazy. Thank you for geez, that just like took like I'm taken back, right, by it. Because one, it's a $50 super chat. That's big. Thank you. But then also I was talking about something and I think it was CRO. But I think when it comes to taking profits for CRO, there's multiple ways to take profits. And currently I don't have a plan for the total because I have a total of like $10,000 in CRO right now. So if I 10x that, that'll be to $40,000, which means I could stake that $40,000. But can it have potential to continue to run? Yes, it can. Will I take profit? No, I will not. I think I will take the $40,000 and stake that for the icy white card, which may change by this time because I do want to gain 5% cash back, and I think CRO can grow so much more above that. So I know my initial investment will be $10,000, and hopefully it can continue to hold at some of these higher levels and get up to a level of 100, 200, 300, 500, 1,000, and compete as one of the top coins that are out there. And I think it can. It just all depends on the crypto.com approach. And it seems like they're very aggressive in their approach in generating interest and popularity. So I think it will be something that's a lot bigger. And this is why I'm very bullish on CRO. And I will continue to add CRO to my portfolio because, as you know, I currently have Cronos, which I don't know what's going on with Cronos. I haven't checked this weekend. I probably have somewhere around 3.5 or 4 CRN to collect in order to change into CRO, and we'll see what that price is. But yeah, I don't really have a crazy plan on getting profits. Take CRO to USDC and VVS and get back 25% APY. What's the use case of banana task? So I'll have to go into a lot of that detail there later on because I mean I'm looking to get into NFTs, but I'm not looking to spend a crazy amount of money. Will I spend less than $1,000 on an NFT? Yes. And have that potential to grow into something like Bored Apes, where it's like 300,000 at some of these high NFTs that you can have. Yeah, I would love to, but I just need to look into some more information there. What's the pre-sale price? So I don't know what the pre-sale price is. Um, yeah, I don't know what the pre-sale price is. I have to look into it more. Um, Pink sale pre-sale? Banana Task Force Ape pre-sale. Market cap. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Pre-sale rate. One Ethereum. The pre-sale is one Ethereum, which would be 3,000. Minimum buy would be point 0.5, or sorry, point 0.1. So I'm guessing um, the pre-sale rate is one Ethereum. They're going for $3,000. Is that right? I can't take profit for CRO because I stake everything. Yeah, I don't expect to. I expect to continue to grow with my CRO and turn it into something a lot bigger. I really don't expect to take any profit anytime soon. I expect to grow it and gain APY with it because I think their platform is going to literally change the game with everything. They have updated their rates, which is interesting because I thought this was going to change in April, but they have updated the rates. As you go to the 4,000 level, you're looking at only 4% in staking Ethereum, which, is not really super competitive, to tell you the truth. Um, And you can do that without staking $4,000 over on like Coinbase, but you can't like withdraw the money if you do that. Cosmos is at 5% from what we see though, at 40,000. Cosmos is at 7%. So Cosmos is something big when it comes to the staking realm. Algorand's at 5%, which is way higher than what you get in Coinbase. I'll tell you that. And you do still have 5% elsewhere. Let's see what Shiba Inu is. That's 5% at the 40,000 level. Compound's 5%. Polkadot is still 4.5%, but you can see USDC has changed to 10%. People were taking advantage of that in a big way. And you saw people stake millions of dollars and gain, $280,000 back, right? That's a lot for one person to gain back. What's your take on Yoshi? I have some. I haven't checked my Gate.io in a while to see what the amount that I'm holding over there is. And maybe if I check it out, I can possibly withdraw everything because I'm not going to be able to hold my money into Gate.io any longer. They're not going to let me because Gate.io is stopping availability or availability in the US. Let's update this. 749. I always do that. Even though it doesn't matter because this authenticator is like it updates every 10 seconds. And by the time you hear any numbers that I say, it doesn't matter because it's already updated. Oh, wow. So this is definitely up. So I guess Plane must be running. It looks like Floki made a move back up to well above my cost basis. You can see here that PI is back up to, it's above my cost basis as well, which I'm really happy about. But I'm not going to be able to hold PI for that much longer, which sucks. It does really, really suck. Because I'm going to have to sell it, and I can't get it anywhere else. I don't think I could. Yeah, it's currently at point 0.007 cents, so over a half a penny. But previously it was up to 2 cents, and I hope that it can get there before um, everything collapses. Because I said I was going to sell beginning of April, so I'm going to let this hold for a little bit, and I'm going to sell beginning of April rather than selling towards the middle or the end of April. I just want to, gain the most that I can gain out of it. Algo broke my heart with Coinbase. Yeah, I think that's true. You can transfer over to crypto.com and still gain your percentages though if you wanted to. But yeah, it sucks that Coinbase, did that out of nowhere. Because I was gaining my percentages back, but I saw that algo was losing popularity in a big way, and I saw an opportunity for an open door at with Shiba Inu, and I just put more into it. What do you think of staking 7K worth of Cronos for the Jade to get my 10%? So I staked. I don't know about staking 7K because I think you can only stake the amount that they tell you to stake. So I think it's. I don't know if you can stake up to like $40,000. Like if you could stake $10,000 for the Jade card. Because what I would do is I would stake $4,000 in the card if you wanted to. So I would stake $4,000 there, and then I would stake another $3,000 over in the DeFi wallet because that's 12%. So 10% of my sale goal, 25%, and then coming rewards, move it to the DeFi wallet. Yeah, I think it's always great with any rewards that you get from CRO to move it over to the DeFi wallet because the DeFi wallet will give you that 12%. And I think what you should do again, stake 4,000 because 4,000 is the limit, and then you take the other 3,000 and put it into the DeFi wallet so that you can gain 12%, or you can put it into any other position that you want, maybe Shiba Inu or something, and stake Shiba and take the access of Shiba and use that as your initial selling point or something. I don't know. whatever you're feeling. But CRO is definitely something that you can take advantage of those APYs. You guys want to go and follow me on Twitter? Definitely follow me on Twitter. We're almost at 3,700, almost at 4,000 followers, which is really good. I want to grow my Twitter to something bigger. Obviously, I don't post that much. I try and post maybe once or twice a day. This weekend, I didn't do anything besides this this Oscar situation, which is still insane to me. But I wish I would have, because I knew that we were going to see some sort of a run in the crypto market. Guys, we have 277 people here. If you guys can hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. Seriously, we have 245 likes. I would like to get up to about 300, maybe 350 likes. So if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Use a VPN. That's horrible. Well, it's good, but it's bad at the same time. If you're using your own funds, like if you're searching through the internet and you want to watch Netflix or something, you can use a VPN. But when it comes to your own money, if something happens to where you can't access the account because you can't use the VPN, that's where it starts to get dicey. And then also with tax situations and everything like that, it's not really looking good because then you have to track everything and by yourself with basically saying that you have a certain tax system that you're under. But it's definitely something that's iffy. I'm very new into crypto. Do you have any teaching channel to show you how to buy an NFT and how to stake your coins? How to buy an NFT and how to stake your coins. It would be very helpful. Hopefully you meant NFT because you said how to buy FNT. So I'm just changing that up to probably NFT. I don't have any videos on how to stake or how to buy an NFT. I'm starting to dabble into NFTs a little bit more. I know this is kind of late compared to a lot of other people, but I think I do have videos on how to stake your coins. It's just so difficult to show you because I don't have the access to the exchange on my computer. So I would have to do it, via like screen share on my phone and then edit the video afterwards, which I can do. And I think I can add that to my Patreon because I am doing right now I'm doing like a course on just investing in general into mainly the stock market and day trading, swing trading, long-term investing there. And I do want to do more of a crypto course as well, but it's not going to be something that's an extra charge. It's just the regular charge. So if you're one of the top two members, if you're expert profit hands or financially free level, you will get those courses, access to those courses. But I'm starting to create those now, and it's just tough for some time to be able to create those because I want to be able to make sure they're good and they have all the information and they're kind of raw and not like you know edited together. And I obviously want to be able to make sure it's edited nicely, but most cases it's going to be how I'm going through it real time rather than just like hey, do this, do that, and show this on the screen with B-roll. No, I want to show you real time clicking through the mouse clicks and all that stuff. Hey man, I've got two questions. One, do you think Shiba will ever break through 0.00003? And two, what do you think a cold or hot wallet is the best place to store your crypto? Thanks. So yes, it will break through 0.00003. It will easily break through that. But I'm thinking that we'll see a resistance probably this week if we continue to see this bull run. So yes, I do think it will break through that point. It right now has to break through the 27 level, so the 2700 barrier. But yes, we can break through 3,000. We're probably going to need more of an effort to break through 3,500 though. That's the main issue. I can tell you by the end of the year, I think we're going to see it drop a zero, and we're going to see this thing really run. But we have to understand what all of the burn methods are. When it comes to the burn portal, it comes to hopefully more devs supporting burns and the people initiating these burns. Because the point is that we think the devs are going to introduce something amazing that we would see 5% or 2% burn rate or something. And I don't think that is. I think we're going to see something where the lowest amount of volume that we could possibly see, which is only in like Shiba Swap, right, is going to be less than $1 million in volume, which means that mainly like 1% of that volume will get burned off every day. Which if we only have $1 million in volume, which I think is a high point for a Shiba swap, um, then we're going to have an issue with the burn rate, being as high as we want it to. So that's where we start having to, implement all these methods with the burn coins and actually adopt all of these because those burn so much more if people invest into it, right? If people don't invest into it, they don't burn as much because obviously you need volume to burn off coins. Whether you're investing into Shiba burn token, you're investing into Scarecrow, or you're investing into ETH SHIB, or there's other ones I think, but I'm not 100% certain. I haven't looked into Scarecrow as much. I haven't looked into, I think that's what it's called. I haven't looked into ETH SHIB either that much. All I've looked into is the rates. I have joined an AMA for Scarecrow. I still don't know if that's the name, but I have joined an AMA for that just to see what it was all about. And my opinions vary. Uh, with the people that are running it, that are devs behind it, the terms that were used within the AMA is not really something that I liked. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to see like how they were functioning and what their plan is and what they tell their holders and people that come by, and it's uh, not really the best message. Um, but I sort of understand it. So all I know is that I've looked heavily into Shiba Burn token, and that's why I support that so much. So if you want to support a burn token, I would say support Shiba Burn token. I'm not going to tell you to support anything else, just because I haven't looked into anything else that heavy, and the things that I have looked into weren't really that promising. So that's what I'll go with. But on your second question, what do you think is better, a cold or a hot wallet? So basically saying, is it an exchange or something that's taken out of the exchange and that you only have the ability to just hold it? So it depends what you're investing into, right? If you're in one of those situations to where you believe this coin is going to be worth so much more in 10 years from now, it's better to put it into cold storage and not worry about it. Put it into one of those USB, one of those ledgers, and just put it aside. Put it in your safe, and don't worry about what's on it, what's happening with the position, what's happening in the market for that matter, because it's a long term investment, right? You don't even care about the APY that you're gaining or anything, or you wouldn't gain an APY. Um, but there's also an understanding of it. If it is long term and you can gain an APY throughout that whole entire time, well, now you're losing out on money by keeping it in cold storage, right? So it's the safest method, I would say, right? You can put it aside; nobody can ever access it. You need the phrase and all of that stuff. You need the keys for it, and it's the safest way, but it's not giving you the best return, right? Because there's a lot of cryptocurrency right now that offers those APYs on either staking pools or holding the position, or liquidity pools, or whatever it actually is. You're gaining an APY on it. Um, and if you have it in cold storage, you're not doing that. So I would say I like the exchanges a lot better, even though it's not as safe. But then again, it is safe because if you look at a lot of the exchanges, if they end up having like some sort of mass um, hack or something, a lot of the exchanges will fund that if it's a mass hack. However, if you give out your information, that's something that's not coming back. It's just like if you give someone your key to your cold storage, right? You give someone your thumb drive, they put it in their computer, they do everything, they take all your money. You're not going to get that money back, and nobody's going to help you out in that situation. So it's definitely it's definitely iffy. It does vary, but I would say it's safer on the cold storage side. But exchanges just give you so many more benefits, in my opinion. So do both if you want. If you have a position like a Bitcoin, because if you held Bitcoin for that long and people put it into any type of cold storage wallet, you're obviously going to be able to gain quite a bit out of it, turning it from $100 or $20 per coin all the way to up to $67,000 or $69,000. It's pronounced plion, 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 plion. Is that how you say it? Pleon? I've been saying it wrong this whole time, but I don't care. I'll continue to say it that way. Man, I'm very new. I read that. Did I read it? Yes, I did read that. What is your take on Cardano staking on Coinbase? I mean, there's no staking on Cardano and Coinbase from what I understand, unless they added it. So I don't see any information here. It's not letting me get into the interest accounts. Oh, okay, perfect. You're gonna sign me out? You're just gonna sign me out. That's what you're gonna do? I was gonna say it's not letting me get in there. I felt like it was gonna sign me out. I don't know my password. All right, so let's go into interest. I don't think there's any ability. Oh, you can. So they finally did add Cardano to Coinbase. Finally. Wow. They finally added Cardano. I guess it's probably because they needed another coin because Algorand's down to 0.45%. It's down to a half a percent. So we can see here that Cardano is now added to Coinbase at a 3.75%. Thank you for letting me know that because I didn't know that. I think that's still lower than what you can gain over in like crypto.com because if I staked ADA, obviously I have to have $40,000 in CRO, which I would gain 10% on that. Um, however, let's get that out of here. However, when we look at where's that? Where's Cardano? Somewhere here. There it is. Cardano is still 5% over in crypto.com. So it's still lower. It's still something. Like, obviously, it's great to be able to have Cardano, but it's too little too late for at least me. I would love to stake Cardano in crypto.com, or sorry, in Coinbase. But now I've moved all of my staking percentage over to crypto.com. That's just how it goes. If Coinbase is not going to give me what I need to have, I'm not going to use it. So it's great that they have it now. If you currently held Cardano for all of this time, it's great to automatically have it staked. And the good thing about this is that it's a free stake. So it's not something where you have to worry about staking it for a certain period of time. You're always going to have that amount that you staked for that period of time. And you can basically stake it for 3 weeks if you wanted to. I don't know what the payout method is, but we'll have to see what the payout method, if you get it paid every week or every day or every month or whatever the payout method is. But yeah, it's great. Perfect. You get out of some of these things. Tectonic. Let me get out of this. So yeah, we got 266 people here. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here. Everyone should be holding Cronos coin at this point. Don't be overly concerned about the dubious earn rates. This will change your life. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. I think CRO is going to be really big, and I want to continue to hold, thousands of coins. And I consider it as one of those like diamonds in the rough that most people will look at it and go, oh well, it hit its high way back when it was 90 cents. Now it's at 50 cents. Understand that 70 billion coins have been burned off, right? Understand that more coins will be burned off. They're using an aggressive approach in order to get this to higher levels and higher coin prices. And I think it will get there as people that are holding on in the beginning understand what this can be and what this will be. So that's why I'm very bullish on it. And I would love to hold probably somewhere around 80,000 coins, which would be $40,000 worth right now. And that would turn into a 10x versus turning into a 100x versus turning into a 1000x. I think it could be something absolutely huge. Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that a lot. Could Cronos coin ever get past $30? Well, what do you think its max potential could be? So right now, as we look at the max potential for just understanding where the market cap is right now, so I have to bring up my Excel. in order to bring that up. Let's see, crypto potential spreadsheet. So if I bring up Excel and go to a basic look, what we're looking at here is my potential for this year at $25 billion market cap or $25 billion supply, which is you know, at a $3 point or a $2 point is a $50 billion market cap. I expect CRO to get to a $50 billion market cap at least by the end of this year. $75 billion market cap is definitely possible. $100 billion market cap is also possible. $8 would be a $200 billion market cap, which is kind of sort of out of the question right now. I don't think long term it's out of the question, but sort of out of the question right now. But as you do lower that supply, as you do lower it to, maybe they end up cutting the supply again to about 10 billion. Let me actually Control Z. Let me just edit this to 10 billion. Well, now you're looking at an $80 billion market cap at $8. Can it get to $30 as they continue to decrease the supply? Yes. And I think that will be the case. I think CRO will get to a level to where there's only millions of coins that are out there, and decreasing the supply is where it is at for this coin that literally controls a whole network, right? Something that's completely different than what you see that's out there. So yes, I think it will get past $30 eventually, but I will say right now, $2 is the plan, $3 is the plan, and that's really a 4x or a 6x at the current rate. Now, did you see my question about 15 comments up? Let's see. George. Is that accurately 15 comments? I don't see anything from George. Good morning, Matt. Can you explain something to me? If 40% of SHIB was burnt by VV and 50% is locked in liquidity, how is there so many tokens available? I'm new. Can you please? Yeah. So the starting tokens that they had was 1 quadrillion. When they sent the coins to Vitalik and he burned off 41% of it, I think 50% was sent to him, which like 10% ish or 9% was used for something else. But then you had 41% that was burned off. That still leaves, if you burn off 40%, that still leaves 60%, which is 600 trillion coins, which is what we're seeing now. 600 trillion coins is in total circulating supply or total supply. If we go to SHIB here, let's actually see if I can just, man, I have to type it in. If we go to SHIB here, you're going to see 600 trillion is in total supply. There was a starting supply of 1 quadrillion, and Vitalik burned off 400 trillion of those coins, right? So it definitely seems like a lot of coins. It seems like it's way too much, but it's not. That's what was burned off and what is left. And now we need to burn off 99% in order to get to the levels that we want to get to. 98% for a penny, 99.9% to get to a lot higher than a penny. A lot higher than a penny. So 50% is not locked in liquidity. Liquidity, so understand that liquidity is a way of buying the coins. So you lock it away into liquidity, but people can buy those coins. The only thing they can't do is the liquidity wallet cannot sell those coins. So as they lock it into there, the wallet can't be accessible. The person that put that in there cannot pull the liquidity out. So say like if I give you an example, you would have a wallet. So like if you go into PancakeSwap and you create a coin, right? And you add liquidity for the pool. Like say if you wanted to add liquidity for someone else's token, you can add liquidity for that token and drive that price up to a higher price or set a higher price floor. And then if you decide in the end that you want to take the liquidity out, you can take that liquidity out unless that wallet was locked, right? Does that make sense? So locked liquidity doesn't mean that, and I don't know if that's true that it's 50% locked liquidity, but if you have liquidity in there that's still tradable tokens. That's still tokens that you can trade. It's just locked at a certain price, right? You started the price at, let's say, 1 cent, and it can never go lower than 1 cent because you started the price at that level, and it just can't go lower than that point. Hopefully that makes sense. It's very confusing as you start getting to some of the detail, especially when you're new. But just understand that 600 trillion is out there. Locked liquidity doesn't mean that it's not tradable and it's not accessible. You're burning the house down, big bro. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. We are looking at a mass sell-off slash profit taking of crypto soon. Bear market. Can we sustain these highs? These are not highs, these are lows. These are high points for a recent move, but yes, we can definitely sustain these highs. If you create fear, then fear will happen. But we don't need to create fear because these are still low points. These are still very low points. People may look at these as high points, but 2,600 for Shiba Inu is not a high point. 3,000 for Shiba Inu is not a high point, right? 50 cents for CRO is not a high point. You look at Krill coin, $1 is not a high point. Bitcoin at 45, 47,000, it's not a high point, right? So you're looking at a $3 trillion market cap that's supposed to be a high point, not a $2.13 trillion market cap. And majority of that market cap is coming from Bitcoin at their highs, or at its highs, as well as Ethereum at like 20% of the overall market cap. This is around 40%. This is looking around 20% or 18 or 19%. So in my opinion, yes, it can sustain these highs because they're not highs. They're midpoints at best. At best. I think they're still low, but yeah. Do you think it's better holding everything in your Coinbase wallet or MetaMask wallet? It depends. MetaMask, both of them have scams associated with them. Not associated with them, but if you go into your email, sometimes you'll get a MetaMask thing saying log into your MetaMask, and they just want to take your money. Same thing with Coinbase. They'll say log into your Coinbase here. You have an error. And it's like, don't do that because they won't send you an email saying log into it unless you initiate it. Um, so yeah, they both have things that are going on, but it's probably better for Coinbase because you can gain more. Depending what you're holding, MetaMask can actually pay you reflections, in certain positions, but Coinbase will not holding it on to an exchange. It's Monday and printers are already warming up. Yeah. How's the portfolio going for you, man? It's going pretty good. I can't complain. It's not as good as it was last week where you saw Krill coin at 180 and you saw this amount that I had at 10,000, which brought my total balance up to 30,000. But either way, I'm still at 28,000 and this is back down to 5,000, back down to a lower level to where we can see it, start to gather some more traction. And that's just what gains are for. You're going to see 100% gain and probably a 50% loss, right? That's just how it goes, right? The fact that it's still hovering around a dollar is good. I would love to continue to buy in more, which I might still buy in more. But look at Gitcoin. Gitcoin's up to $8 now. I bought in recently my 300 coins somewhere around the $6, $7 mark, or $6 and $5 mark, and now it's up to $8. So now my total portfolio for this one, or total balance, is up to 3,300, which is well above my cost basis. And seeing how I already profited off of 3,900 out of this position, I will take it. Compound is up to 127, almost 128. So yeah, everything looks really, really good for me. I think it's just a starting point, and we will see things really start to take off. ApeCoin is back up to $15. I mean, I will take it. I will take it any day of the week. What are the percentages of people actually having crypto? I've heard a few different numbers, and what's the future prediction of future users? I think users will grow. There's a lot of people that are not comfortable with crypto. I mean, majority of like investors into the stock market, investors, not traders. Investors are older individuals that don't want to understand crypto. And I try to explain it to many people. It's like why people should get into crypto. They still, understand it. It's not the most like the easiest conversation to have with somebody is about what crypto is about and why people can use it and why it's an investment, why it's growing. Um, so if people don't understand it, they don't invest. If somebody like Warren Buffett is totally like just uh, denouncing like investments in crypto or whatever, and still has this, I guess, had some sort of information to where Warren Buffett, I guess, company or something was investing into a crypto bank where most of their assets are invested into crypto. But that's neither here nor there. If you have people like Warren Buffett that are totally coming out and saying, I don't support crypto, I don't like crypto, then you're going to have a lot of older individuals that follow what Warren Buffett does, not invest into cryptocurrency. I'm not sure how Dave Ramsey feels about cryptocurrency, but a lot of people uh, follow Dave Ramsey, and he doesn't like credit cards. So I would imagine he doesn't invest in a lot in cryptocurrency either, and people follow his methods as well. So people are not understanding. A lot of the younger generations understand cryptocurrency and want to understand cryptocurrency because of people like Elon Musk and people like me that are on the internet talking about cryptocurrency and how it does have a large gains percentage. Um, but yeah, I think the future user base will grow as people get older, right? um, and not the older individuals getting older, the younger individuals getting older and understanding how money is made nowadays. It's all about NFTs and cryptocurrency, and yes, stock market plays, but more on the side of speculation rather than growth. Even though you are going to have that consistency, and I'm going to try and preach that to my children and my nieces and nephews, and you let them know that growth is still great. Consistent growth is still great, but understand that you probably want to invest more than the normal percentage into speculation than what you did in the past, especially at a young age, because you have the ability to make up that difference. Let's say you make a mistake, you can easily make up that difference because you're still growing in your field. You're still able to move up in your job, make more money. It's not something to where somebody that's older is you're really scarce for the everyday dollar. uh, Claire, like this, many people mess with crypto. I think any answer to the question I need to ask on top of the other two. Thanks again. I really need to get into staking as well. I'm just letting money go to people other than me, and that's not cool. Yeah, I would agree. There's a lot of people that look at like banks and they'll put their money into banks and they'll say, you know what, I just want to gain the percentages in the bank. I'm happy with gaining 0.5% at the max. I know it's like a lot of times it's point like 1.5%. But sometimes you can get a high as like 0.5 or 0.7% or something like that. But then cryptocurrency is giving you 5% or 3% at minimum, uh, as well as giving you an opportunity to gain 10% on your stable coins, which means something that's pinned to the dollar will give you, 10%. Right? If I go into crypto.com, you can see here that I can invest in something that stays stable, USDC, and get 10%. Currently, I'm staking $4,000, so no matter what, I can gain 8% on my USDC. If I decided to take $30,000 right now and put it into USDC, I can gain 8% on that money. So that's 8% every single year as long as that rate stays the same. And when you put it into a bank account, you're gaining 0.5% at max. That's nothing compared to what you can gain over in cryptocurrency. So why put your money into a bank account, and you could just put your money into stable coins? So, and some people may always have that argument like, oh, stable coins can collapse in price too. I mean, we haven't really seen it. And most people that are saying this don't have money in cryptocurrency at all. They just want to protect the money that they have in bank accounts, which you need bank accounts really to function in today's world. But this is just showing you that banks make so much money off of the money that you put into their banking system. So you have $100,000 that you put into a banking system. They're lending that money out to someone else at a 4% interest rate while they're paying you a 0.5% interest rate at max. Again, it's usually 0.15 or 0.001%. They give you like nothing on your money compared to what they're gaining off of the money that they lend out to people. And it's dumb. It's very stupid. 3.5% or 3.75% APY on Cardano. Yeah, that's a big percentage. It's not the biggest percentage, but it's great, especially something that's flexible. Because typically on a flexible percentage, like if I go over here and do it on a flexible percentage, let's say I have 4,000 staked and I do it on a flexible percentage, what I'm gaining in a lot of things is like 2%. Let's see, ADA is 1%. So you can see that you're not gaining as much on a flexible percentage. However, you are gaining, um, something, right? I think with Coinbase, a flexible percentage gaining 3.75% is definitely better than what you see over here. And then if you wanted to transfer it for less of a fee, let's say you wanted to get out of it, you don't have to just sell it right then and there. You can transfer it over to your Coinbase or your not crypto.com, Coinbase Pro account, and then you could sell it there, which you'll have less of a fee that comes out. They stake me automatically. Who? I'm way behind on this. This is my morning coffee. Let's go, team. Let's go Shibnobi. Thoughts on Shibnobi? I haven't. I think I've looked in that. That's Shinja or something, right? I think I looked into that previously. I want to look into it again, but I just gotta get through some comments here. I feel like I'm way behind because I was probably like 20 comments behind the latest comment 20 minutes ago, and now I'm so far behind because I was thinking about the seeing how high this goes and then trying to like a trailing stop to see what happens. I read that exactly what I've been saying. I'm 20, so I don't have responsibilities or need to have large amounts of etc. So it's the best time to take risks and buy crypto. Exactly, exactly. There's a lot of people that don't take risks and they're always like, all right, well, I gotta be safe. And it's not about being safe. When you're like I don't know, 14 to 25, you really don't need to worry about, and even to older than that, to probably like 30 or 35, you really don't have to worry about at a younger age, you don't have to worry about any risk at all because somebody else is paying the bills, right? You're just able to put your money into something else, maybe your allowance money or whatever, into something else. But then when you get older, you still have the ability to make a lot more money as time goes on. So take a little bit more risk. Risk equals a high reward. High risk equals high reward. It's simple. Now you'll have to look into XYO. I'm bullish, and I've been an opportunity to 10x itself and more. That's amazing. CRO plus VVS finance equals 106%. Best of luck getting it to work, though. Yes, yes. These morning candles got me ready to cheer for the team. We are holding on. Hey CBO, thank you for being here. And yes, I am the chief burn officer. They should have a real chief burn officer. That would be amazing. Um, Crypto allows you to be your own bank. Yeah, I would agree with that somewhat. You still have to have a bank in order to fund your crypto, but still. What is the fee for withdrawing your money from crypto back to your bank? Aren't there fees high? So no. You withdrawing it directly to your bank. Your fees are not high. So I can withdraw it directly to my bank from here, and it's not. But withdrawing it from the actual cryptocurrency, you do have a fee associated with it. So say like if I deposit money into here, it's not going to cost me anything to deposit my money into Coinbase Pro. Also, on crypto.com, you have a fiat wallet to where you do not get charged anything for putting the money directly into your fiat wallet. And then if you wanted to buy cryptocurrency, you actually don't get charged for buying that cryptocurrency within the fiat wallet either. So that's definitely interesting. But with Coinbase Pro, you're getting charged a small fee to buy and sell the cryptocurrency, but to deposit it back to your wallet or deposit it back to your bank is nothing. So no, there's no fee associated with it. If you go on Coinbase regular, I think that's the case where you do have an ability to have a fee with that, but not on a lot of platforms. Hey, everybody, bags are getting heavy. Well, that's good. Carry as many as you can. Treat it just like if you were going to the grocery store and you don't want to make a second trip from the car. You got to carry everything in the house. If you don't carry everything in the house, you're not doing the job right. If you don't carry 10 bags on each arm and then a full case of water in the middle, you're not doing it right. This is better than any morning brief. No newspaper. This is just news of the day, Matt. Yep. CRO, SHIB at 27. I don't see it at 27. Maybe it's not updating over here. SHIB is close to 27. It's not at 27, but it's close to it. CRO, you bought it at 15 cents. Unfortunately, I staked 90% of it and couldn't sell it when it hit 80 cents. Learn from my mistake. Don't stake all of it. That's not the case for me. So I don't care what the prices are going to. I care about the APY that I'm gaining back. Yes, seeing that going up to 90 cents or 80 cents is definitely hurts coming back down. But that's where you just dollar cost average in and expect it to go back up and expect it to gain more in the APY. Because especially if you can gain in the beginning when it was 15 cents, I believe it was by CRO, not by dollar. So when you staked a certain amount, you were able to gain a hell of a lot in APY. So right now, you were able to, if you wanted to, you could have staked 400,000 CRO, which was valued at way less than $400,000, and you could have easily gotten the Obsidian card and turned that into something huge right now. You could have had $400,000 staked and had the Obsidian card again, gain 8% on every single purchase, as well as all the other benefits that come with it, plus 12% for a longer period of time. For like the last year, people were able to gain 12% for 12% for that whole entire time, or 14% on your USDC. So for that time period, you could have gained so much money per week. I think Coinbase withdrawal fee is like $2.99. I think, regular Coinbase, not Coinbase Pro. How can you cash out on Coinbase wallet? So I'm not sure exactly. Well, I don't want to go through it because I've never gone really through that process. I've withdrawn from Coinbase Pro, but not Coinbase, I believe. But I don't want to go through that because I don't know what information that's going to show. So I've never done the process, or I haven't done it in a while, I guess. CRO to $2 or $3, then to 25. Yes, I would agree. CRO will go over 100 long term. I agree that it's going to make some very, very large moves up to those hundreds of levels. It could be 100. It could be a lot more than that, depending on what happens with CRO. Understand that Cronos already burned off 70 billion out of nowhere. Would I expect them to burn off 70% again? Yes. Like I would expect them to burn off a lot because they know what it can be with the amount when it's burned off, and understand that it could be at a way higher point, and people love higher prices rather than low prices. Starting out, I mean, they think that people love low prices, and people do love low prices, but we love low prices that transition into higher prices a lot more than we like these mid-level prices transition into even higher prices. Because if we start at 15 cents and they burn off coins and it gets all the way up to a level to where it can get to 300 or 400 or $1,000, and that may be ridiculous to say right now, if it can get to that point, people that are holding now will be just so happy with what's going on with that position. And I will too, because there's no way in hell that I'm selling it. I will stack up CRO for quite some time. I will sell my my Shiba Inu as time goes on because I want to be able to collect that gain. But with CRO, I'm probably going to be stacking it up and gaining the APY for the rest of my life, hopefully. That's really the idea, is that they will pay me some sort of large APY for the rest of my life. And taking 400,000 or $1 million and being able to, I guess, $400,000 and gaining whatever APY I can gain there, um, and just continue to have that grow into something bigger and bigger, whether it's growing with the price or it's just growing with the APY. Whatever I can gain, I will be happy with. If I can turn $40,000 into 400,000 and then gain the APY throughout that time period, I will take it, because that's $4,000. That's $40,000 a year, which is a normal salary for people. Uh, I'll stake mine anyways because I don't want to sell until I see millions in my portfolio. Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm really trying to gain that more with like Shiba Inu and Harvest Finance and Gitcoin and all these other short-term positions. Long-term positions, I'm looking for that risk, that high risk, but also high reward, and also passive income strategy within those rewards. I feel like CRO actually has lower risk and a high reward potential. So it's giving me like kind of the best of both worlds. 250 CRO or APE. Um, that's totally up to you. I think CRO probably has a little bit more long term potential and just looks a lot better, because it's a coin, not a token. But if you want to go with Ape, go with Ape. I bought both, and I like what I hold in Ape. I'm not going to hold any more. I'm not going to buy any more. I don't think right now, unless it goes a lot lower. Uh, Coinbase Pro is free. Use your same login information as regular Coinbase. However, you have to access the advance on regular Coinbase. It's the same as Pro without having to leave the site. Sort of the same as Pro. It's the same fees as Pro, but I think Pro just has I think a better feel to it with depositing money easier, because you can deposit your USD and easily trade really quickly, versus advanced, you have to deposit in a different area. But yes, essentially it's the same thing. My brother, who skipped fifth grade because he is too damn smart, bought CRO at 75 cents. He is rarely wrong. Well, that's good. And hopefully he continues to buy it, because I personally love CRO, and I could talk about it all the time. Obviously, there's not that much you could talk about it, because I talk about the gains you can get with it. I talk about where it's going to go. I want to talk about. I probably want to make a video today about whether I believe CRO can pass um, BNB in price, something like that. I don't know what the title will be or anything like that, but I want to go through that scenario and how it could do that, and the burn rates as well. I want to go through another video as well talking about just the burn rate that we had for the day, just so you guys get that information. But yeah, right now at the rate that they're burning, I could say that we definitely will see something pretty big, and I think we could see like a massive burn happen yet again. I'm glad that Harvest Finance is up to these high points, seeing it up to $6,848. I'm definitely seeing an increase of where I bought at, because I bought 15 at 82 cent or $82, and I bought in 15 at 80 or $92. So definitely am gaining quite a bit from there, and you could see how this thing is growing. And I think Harvest Finance can easily go up to 200, 250 sometime soon with a decent sized bull run. Um, and even if there's a lot of times where Harvest Finance will just take off and other things won't. He keeps buying. Wait, he keeps buying. I'm doing my best to show people. Oh, we're starting to see Shiba Inu run a little bit. I'm doing my best to show people how to buy the dip and not get scared. However, fake news is powerful. I would 100% agree with you. 100% agree with you. I promise it's easy. Just load up on cash in your bank account on Coinbase like normal, and then go into uh USD trade pair on advanced and buy what you want. What do you think are good cryptos to invest in long term other than CRO? Um, so long term, I definitely like. Depends what your definition of long term is. It probably over a year or maybe 3 years or so. I definitely like investing in short term and long term for Krillcoin because the growth potential for this is a lot higher than where it is now, and you're going to see this as one of those coins that starts out at those levels that you want to be at, where you're always like, uh, how can I start out at these bottom points? Well, these are the points that people want to start out at, but they don't see the potential until the potential actually already happens, until everything happens. So I think Krillcoin is definitely one of those that I will have coins left over. I will have short-term plays, but there will be a significant amount that I leave for long-term plays because it does give you a lot of possibility with growth there. I think if we go down here, obviously think Shiba Inu is going to be a big play long term, year over year over year. Um, Obviously, I think I'll probably have to go into some more because most of these are short term that I have over here. Loop Ring is definitely going to be one that you can probably consider for over a year, but it is more short term for me at least. Not really as long term as some other things, but I am holding. Funny thing is, I am holding in a staking pool in Loopring on the Loopring platform. Let me bring up Loopring here and bring up my wallet. Got to connect my wallet. Of course, it's not going to be able to connect. So I currently hold a certain amount. I do want to check what the balance is over in the Loopring platform, if it would freaking update. Oh, great! It logged me out. Everything logged me out. I think my computer updated. That's probably why. Wait, what are we doing here? No, I don't want to. I don't want to switch to a different network there. I want to switch. I want to switch to the Ethereum network. So yeah, if I go to my wallet and bring up MetaMask, unlock it. I'm not switching my network yet. I've already gained something with this. So I started out with $357 and now it's at 381. So I am in the Loopring platform that is more for the long term and probably investing in Ethereum and also investing in um, uh, Loopring as well for more of the long term. So that's definitely a play. I'm getting more used to using this, and hopefully I can house some NFTs over here as well. But that's definitely a long term play. But if I go into some positions, as I look at the entire crypto market and like the top 100, I definitely think Solana is a long-term play, something that people will gain quite a bit from it, whether you're staking it or gaining back up to about to $200. It looks like they have added some circulating supply to it because it was around 200 plus uh, million, and now it's around 325 million. So it looks like they have added some circulating supply. Terra Luna, I think, is the same way. Terra Luna, currently this is at its high, so I wouldn't. I'm not the biggest fan of investing at such a high point. But if you're looking for something where you can stake quite a bit and gain percentages, a lot of these plays are big. Whether it's Bitcoin or Ethereum for the long term. But if you're looking for strictly ones that you can gain active percentages over the long term, you probably want to go with some of the ones that are like in the top 25 and stake those for a higher percentage. However, some ones that are down here, lower on this list, whether you believe in, ApeCoin down here at this low, or whether you believe in something like Sandbox, you probably want to invest in some of these ones in the lower half of the top 100 or top 50. Because if you invest in the top ones up here, you're not really gaining a high percentage. You're not really gaining like 2 times, 3 times, 5 times, 10 times or whatever. However, if you invest in at the lower points, you could be gaining those higher percentages. You know, I'm not really a big fan of AMP for the long term. I think AMP has a lot of dilution ahead of it, and that's why I wouldn't say that it's a long term move there. I did want to take some time to talk about Zelda Inu, guys. I haven't looked into Zelda in a little bit. It's been probably a couple of days since I looked into it. I want to see if it is running at all, because the entire crypto market is making moves, but it doesn't mean that everything is moving in a positive way. You could see that Zelda Inu is currently at that about 3 cent mark, 3.5 cent mark. I believe they are looking to do another burn soon. So doing another burn increases the price ceiling, as this can rise to a higher occasion. This or a higher level. The market cap and the circulating supply should be updated. I don't know why it's not communicating over to them, but I think it's like 503, close to 503 million that's out there in total circulating supply. So you're really looking at a very low market cap, lower than $20 million market cap. And we're looking to see this rise to a much higher level. Currently, you have about 6,000 holders, 6,064 holders in total. And you gain a decent sized percentage in BUSD as you're holding more. And then also, if you're holding an L bank, you'll gain a certain APY with holding that position. So I like Zelda Inu in a big way, and their message behind them is just huge. It's really really good, which is really just saving dogs that are in need. Funding the rescues that do save those dogs that are in need of help. And I love their donations, and they're looking on doing another donation, which they do have some things planned for the ecosystem as well, which I'm really really excited about, and I can't wait for them to share it with you. But they're definitely big. You have 32,000 people that are watching them on Coin Market Cap. But then you also go into Twitter, and I gotta go over here. You go into Twitter, and you're gonna see that you have like 12,000 followers, and you know just all the people that surround this project. And again, you see this burn that's coming soon. You see that they added on, 3 new names, and it's just phenomenal. It's just phenomenal what the methods or the levels that they're taking to increasing this. The marketing that they have is just insane. So definitely check out the community. It's currently at again 3 cents, and right now you gain rewards if you invest in MetaMask. You can gain rewards and gain the BUSD back. Um, you can buy it on LBank, PancakeSwap, Bitmart, XT.com, Hotbit, right? You can use MetaMask or Trust Wallet, I believe, in order to buy it and gain your BUSD rewards as you're holding that. But the total volume, you're looking at 800 million or 800,000 in volume. I mean, it's just showing so much promise. All it needs is the push. All it needs is that little nudge. ADA is going nuts. Is it going nuts? ADA is up by 7%, 7%, 34% over the last 7 days. You can see that this is increasing quite a bit, increasing a hell of a lot from where we just saw it, a few minutes ago, from 120 up to 124, or 125 ish. That's huge. It's a huge movement. The volume is up 71%. So yeah, total market cap is at 41 million, 41.8 billion. I mean, that's up 10% on the day. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Let's check the stock market out really quick. Let me check the stock market out to see how things are running right now. It looks like Tesla is still up 5%. That looks really, really good. Let's look at AMC. It's up 1%. It is like coming back from, I guess, some of these high points. GME is slightly up, like a 0.5% here. Prague is up by 3.5%. You see CRO, that's obviously up quite a bit. And you see the growth that we are seeing there. That looks amazing. Tilray is down by about 7%. HYMC is up by 32% today. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right, so we got 242 people here, guys. We got 342 likes. I'm sure there's people that are here that haven't hit the like button. If you can, I would appreciate it. We have 69 people on the Let It Burn channel. Thank you guys for watching. I found out, put a copyright claim on Matt. I did the same thing to him. You found out who? Who? Wait, sorry. What are we talking about here? Who put a copyright claim on what? Please run some ads to increase revenue. I have been running ads off and on. If you haven't been getting ads, you may have YouTube Premium, or you just haven't gotten the ads. Sometimes that happens. Will CRO be viewed as a security? I don't believe so. No. In the end, wait. If it ends with the enu, I don't want to. I don't want any part of it except SHIB. I understand. I totally understand. Um, I think there's a lot of them that are creating a name for themselves. And to tell you the truth, it sucks that so many coins are being created like this. Because like Shiba Inu was created off of the like back of Doge, and there's always the next coin that can be created off the back of Shiba Inu, and you need to find that one. And if you can find that one, then it could be absolutely huge for your portfolio to get in the beginning. That's the issue. People won't you won't be for it until it starts running. Um, but I agree with you. There's a lot of different Inus that are out there. There's what Apollo Inu. There's like Marvin Inu. There's Clifford Inu. There's Shiba Inu, Saitama Inu. Right, so many different Inus, but you need to find that one that will take off. That's that next move because you see Dogecoin run, you see Shiba Inu run, and what's that one that will pin to Shiba Inu in any way? What's that one that has devs that are transparent? What's that one that has large growth potential? Um, and I think as you look at it, it has to be, in my opinion, it has to be Zelda Inu. I think the devs are transparent. I talk to them. Other people talk to them, and you can see what they have for it. They haven't even done a single, Twitter Space AMA, which I'm excited whenever they get to that point that they can create that space because there's going to be so many new faces that come in there. Right now, they do like their AMAs through their Telegram. And if they did their AMAs through spaces, I think you would see so many people that come and just go, what is this about? Just see that I'm in it or see that your pop is in it or see that, you know, Zach Humphreys is in it or Austin Hilton or whoever is in it. Um, so now I'm sorry that you just did that because now I'm not going to answer your question. I have 35 quadrillion Vol Inu. Love the project. Yeah, I have 27 trillion. So you have 35 quadrillion. That's it's pretty big. Thanks for spamming. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So let's see what things are doing, I guess, in the stock market right now, since things are open. And where's AMC and GME? Roll all the way up. We got coin that's up 5% today. SOS that's up 6%. It's up to 81. I need a lot more movement for that to get back to my call spaces. I'll tell you that. AMC is up 3.5%. Is it going to start coming back though? Is that something that is going to take place where it's going to start coming back? Hopefully not. Hopefully we see continuation, which we already see it come back to the VWAP, bounce off the VWAP. Hopefully create some positivity there within this 1 minute candlestick. This is the month candlestick. We want to see this jump up to the level of like 26. Was it 26.59? That's what I want to see. Are we going to see it? Looks like it has surpassed the VWAP there. Is it going to find a way to come back down to here, maybe bounce, or are we going to see continuation of negativity? GME is following the same trend. You do see the 200 EMA. That's a lot higher than what you would see with I was going to say Shiba. Ugh. What the heck? I'm answering someone on Discord for 2 seconds. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Um, you into quant? Yes, I have two of quant. I'm not. I am bullish on it. I just haven't made aggressive moves into it. I've been more willing to put money into compound, which is I think both of them are going to move in similar fashions, and I think quant is definitely a big mover. What is your favorite stablecoin for investing and staking? I haven't invested into any stablecoin now, but I'm going to put it into USDC, not Tether, just because there's so many like issues with what I hear with Tether and read into Tether and watched for Tether. So I'm just not going to do that. Even though it is stablecoin that offers the same percentage, I'm going to go into USDC, and that's going to be my main pusher. The one that I stake with, where I get probably 8% right now, and that's what I'm going to go into for my coins there. But it's not going to grow in value whatever I stake there. So that's the problem that I deal with. It's like I can hold 10,000 of like I would love to hold 40,000 of CRO, um, but right now I only hold about 10,000 worth. Do you think Shiba will come down again? It's a possibility, but I think if we're going to see a continuation of this bull run, we will see it continue on that trajectory. Like we're not going to see it completely pull down. It depends what's happening in the world, right? If the overall market comes down, Shiba Inu will come down, but Shiba Inu will not come down by itself. Um, that's just not going to happen. Yeah, we're starting to see, I guess GME and AMC pick up. It's 3.5%. You can see AMC starting to reach that 21 level. It did get to that 21 level. You can see it right now, kind of resisting at that 21 level a little bit. Let's see if it can push past it and break through instead of creating, like, I don't want it to create a lower high here because if it creates a lower high, then we know that it's trending downward. I want it to create a higher high and jump up to some of this level of 21. So if we create this lower high, we're into the wrong scenario, wrong level that I want at least. Looks like we might have some free stocks possibly. All right, so we got some free stocks. Let's see what we can get. Bring it over here. While that's moving, let's claim something. All right, GNW. That's only $3.70 per share. I'll still take it. It's free money. Go back in here. Let's claim this. Claim the last one. $3.77. We'll take it. I'll take it. It's free money. Free money. Can't turn down free money, right? Let's hopefully see this break this point right here. The funny thing is, I was going into. I like the fact that you can use TradingView on CoinMarketCap, and I was talking about it resisting at 50 cents this weekend when I was talking about my bull run, and that's exactly what it did. What's the channel compared to Uniswap and what was it, 5 cheaper? Okay. Government really hit, GMT really hit $1. And content was up 3,000% on the month. That's amazing. Find the crypto that matters. Yeah, you're right. I've sold, but I did have 500 million. That took me a while to accumulate. Took $400 and made 4K on M content. That's pretty good. I don't know what it is, but that's good. Can we expect ApeCoin to pull back after the merch are released? A lot are buying ApeCoin to buy merch. I mean, I don't know. I haven't looked into it, and I don't even know what that is. Just keep an eye on moon cycle. Uh, someone else. Chinese miners always sell full moon. Sounds ridiculous. Keep an eye on it. All right, we'll have to do that. Only been trading for 2 months, but I love it. It's addicting, or it's addictive. Uh, the possibilities you could learn. Wait, you continue to learn are amazing. I would agree. I would 100% agree. 100% agree. We have broken that level of 2110 here, and now we're starting to see it continue on the way up, creating a higher high and a higher low. Love seeing that. Love seeing the movement here. We're up about 4%. I want to see what level we're going to get to before we start to resist hard, because that's typically what happens. We're going to see a resistance. I hope we see consistent growth and we get back up to the level where we want to get to around this 26 by the end of the month. That's what I want to see, is us touch this 15 moving average by the end of the month. And that could be possible. Uh, what do you think about AMP? I talked about AMP before. I'm not the biggest fan of AMP anymore. I was made money from it, but the dilution of the project is just not looking good for me. We're seeing uh, Shiba Inu get very close to breaking that 2,700 mark. It's now at 2,700 and just broke that 2,700 mark. So we have not. I don't think we've seen that. We just started to see that push past. So if I go to, come on, type in Shiba Inu here, we're gonna see them. Come on, adjust. Because what I see on Weeble is at 2,700, starting to resist. 2701, 2703, 2707. Just refresh. That's not updating. Let's go to Weeble. Crypto. Shiba Inu. See 2707. I don't understand why that's not updating, but we're seeing Shiba Inu actually make a large move. Has CRO surpassed the 50 cent mark? It's getting there. It's pressing it. It is pressing it, but it's not there yet. Even though you see Shiba Inu really breaking above that. Look at this. Look at this run from SHIB. Look at this run, man. Remember, you can always see a resistance, but things are starting to look good. As I know it's exciting to see everything running like this, but always try to stay grounded and stick to your plan. Don't be afraid and take profits. Yeah, that's what some people do, right? They start seeing up in the level of 3,000 or 3,500, and that's when they start taking profits because the movement is too aggressive. But um, there's a lot of people that believe in the long term movement there. Dogecoin up to 15 cents. That looks good too. Always look up at night and then when it's full moon, it's like, oh shit, full moon. Should have sold 27 on Binance. Yeah, it's 27 like right now. I don't know why coin market cap is taking forever. Something is happening. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, this bull run is looking. I don't think it's absolutely ridiculous of a run, but we're seeing a massive movement, right? CRO back up to 50 cents. Shiba Inu up to 27, almost up to, we want to see that up to 3,000 and break 3,000. Bitcoin up to 47, trying to press 50. I know it's going to resist hard away from, 50 when it does get to that point. Ethereum, let's see if that can get to 3,500. Litecoin, want to see that get to 150. Ethereum Classic is at 40, 45 or 48. That's pretty good as well. Good movement. Good soup. Good soup. Um, you said doo doo. I know. you do what you have to do. Don't resist hard. Just touch the 15 moving average and bounce off of it. That's what we need. Because this is the 5, or that's the 30-minute. Yeah, we have this 5 MA. Bounce off the 5 MA. It's probably gonna, yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna push below to probably the 15 moving average. That's why I usually use that as a point. As a newbie, I've lost more money trying to find the top of these runs. I'm trying to stop myself from being greedy, to save money, if that makes sense. No, I totally understand. I totally understand. We're still seeing things run. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. CRO is getting close. CRO is getting close. It got to 0.499. Point, wait, 0.4999. It got to a high level here, and we're seeing it get back up to some of these levels that it previously once was. 49 cents is pretty damn good. And yesterday when this was at a low level, well, not a low level of 49, 49.5, 49.8, or 48. Yeah, we're definitely going to see this. Come on. Don't resist hard. Don't resist hard. Bounce off of that. I mean, you need some form of resistance. I understand. You need some resistance at certain levels where people sell at 50 cents. It's understandable, but it's getting close. Look at this. Starting to see people buy. They understand what this is. They know what it is. I got out though and bought a CRO a while back. That's good. I really happy for you CRO holders. Pump SHIB pump, because right now we're at 2,700 for SHIB is what it's showing. I just want to see this get past 50, hopefully. Just break past 50 so I can. And nothing's gonna happen with my portfolio. I just want to see it break past 50. It just makes it exciting. Don't rebuy until everyone is scared. Just hold USDC. Yeah, if you sold at this point, you showed that you don't believe in it above this point, I think you should, you know, hold until you see lower points, which I don't know if you will see many lower points. I hope that this bull run continues for the next however many weeks. Uh, Sorry, I'm just reading something. I know. All right, so let's see where things are. All right, it is 9:47. We're gonna have to get out of here. I know this is a good stream today. Things are moving in the right direction. We're gaining a lot of profits with Shiba Inu, with CRO, with all the positions that we're holding because things are starting to really run the right way, move the right way. You know, so I'm excited to see what hopefully this week continues to hold, and hopefully it's this because everything looks great, everything looks phenomenal, with the exception of Krill right now. Everything looks really, really good. So if you could, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. I appreciate everybody that sent a super chat, that maybe has become a member over on the Let It Burn channel. We don't have any new members today, but if you want to become a member, definitely become a member. We contribute towards the burns. We have 245 people here. If you could get to the like button by the time I'm finished with this intro or outro, I would love to get to 400 likes. That would be the first time in quite some time on a live that we had 400 likes. Besides the burn party, I think we had like 700 or 800 likes. So that was definitely good. But definitely hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you guys, check out my Twitter. And follow me on Twitter at Perry8K, and get all the updates that we have here. Whether it's about crypto or it's about something else. Feel free to. That's interesting. They're talking about police report. Make sure you follow me over on that platform. Follow all of my channels, all my socials, everything like that. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. When you show your friends your massive gains, when you take screenshots because you're amazed, it's time to take profits. Yeah, I mean sometimes. I mean, if you're amazed, it doesn't mean that it's not to the level. It's to a higher level where you think it should get. So you're amazed at these levels and tell people about screenshots or show them your screenshots, but it's just so much. It's so much more than that. But anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. We're very close to 400 likes. Hit the like button if you haven't done it. But I'm going to slowly hit this end stream button. We are 4 likes away. I'm going to slowly hit this end stream button. In 3, 2, we are 3 likes away. You can see here, I'm trying to see what it is before I hit the end stream button. 1 like away. Come on, somebody do it. Somebody do it so I can end it. Be the 400th like. Be it. Be it or do it. There we go. 402 likes. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it so much. I will catch you guys in the next stream. I will have some videos on CRO and maybe some SHIB videos later today, but definitely on the Let It Burn channel.